Harmon, my man Harmon, he's hilarious. He's wonderful. He's not me on Facebook anymore. Thank God. He was scaring me with that because he was so good at it.
Yeah.
Comedy Writers Guild.
Comedy Writers Guild.
It's a motherfucking Comedy Writers Guild.
Who's ready to fuck bitches and get funny?
Signal if you can hear my voice. Here is test. Here is test. Signal if you can hear my voice.
As we cross the river into the evergreen to the land of Tula.
Here is test. Here is test. Signal if you can hear my voice.
I remember when I built the pyramids, right? It was tough. It was tough as a motherfucker.
Hey, welcome back. Man, it's been a while. 2 weeks. We took a little break last week. I hope everybody had a great new year. New year's starting off crazy, right? 2026. What the fuck is going on? But, that means just a lot of shit to joke about. Yeah, but I love you guys. Thank you for coming back here. The world seems to be going faster. It's like year by year, day by day, second by second, we're just bombarded with information across social media platforms. Does anybody feel that way? And it's all by design. So whether you were one of the ones that was celebrating Charlie Kirk's death or you shed tears at his WWE themed memorial, whether you like the fact that we've taken over Venezuela, or you just think Trump's gone a bit too far. If it's left you angry that a woman was approached by masked men playing pretend police officers in unmarked vehicles, and she's shot in the head 3 times in front of her house because she's scared, or you're just fucking retarded, then I say welcome to Comedy Writers Guild. Because here, doesn't matter what your opinions are. It doesn't matter what your political views are. Trump said that he would build a wall, and he did. But don't worry, it would have been built regardless, guys. No matter who was in power, it would have been built. It was all a part of a plan. And yes, that's right. They had successfully built a wall, a firewall, where you're on one side of the computer disagreeing with me and calling me gay for any and everything that I believe in. And I'm on my side of the computer, just calling you the N-word. But regardless of that fact, we are letting the elite win, guys. We're letting them fucking win. Because we all are a bunch of brainwashed fucking retards. All right? But we can't do that. None of that matters here at the Comedy Writers Guild. It doesn't matter where you stand on anything, because here, we are only here for 2 reasons. And that's to fuck bitches and get funny. So if you are new here, let's get into how it works. So how it works is we'll start you off with a joke setup or a concept, and it is your job to deliver the funniest punchline in the comments. You will have 15 minutes to submit your answers. Meanwhile, we will try our best to keep you entertained with our hilarious and spontaneous banter on topics of conversation that just happen to naturally arise. And again, if you are new here, welcome. I am Harmon. I am the creator and the co-host, or I'm sorry, I'm the creator and the host of Comedy Writers Guild. And we have our co-host here with us tonight, the lovely Travis. Travis, that man right there. A little fun fact about Travis is he actually invented sitting down to pee for men. Fun fact. All right. So now that you guys know how it works, let's get into this fucking podcast, baby. First joke concept of the night, pause. All right? Because it's that time of the month. We got to do our caption this. So Travis is going to throw up an image on the screen and it fucking dramatic zoom. Let me back this up real quick. I apologize. Travis is going to throw up an image on the screen, and it is your job to have the best caption. So meme this shit. And Travis, put it up there. There we go. There you go, guys. Have fun. And don't give them 1 second over 15 minutes, Travis. They don't deserve it. But anyway. All right, man. Man, I'm excited about this. We're about to have a guy on this podcast. Really looking forward to picking this guy's brain, seeing his experience. He's been on Kill Tony 7 times, right? And after his very first time, or during his very first time, I can't remember now because he's been on there so fucking much, he has won a golden ticket. And he has cashed that golden ticket in many times, as he should. Very funny guy. Let's give it up for Collin Sledge.
Hi. Is it on now?
Yes, sir. We are live.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
man.
up?
Thank you for coming on.
Sure. What? My girlfriend's outside too, but yeah.
All good. All good. So, first of all, I'd like to say congratulations on your golden ticket.
Thank you.
What an accomplishment.
Yeah, I wasn't super familiar with the show, so I wasn't sure what was expected of me when I got it. But basically, it means you get to come back once a month or so, if you want to. But some people don't, go on that often. But that's sort of the expectation.
Yeah. So you weren't familiar, you weren't super familiar with the show. What does that mean?
So I had a few people tell me to sign up. One, my cousin, who's sort of a crazy person, but he said I should sign up. One was just one of my friends from high school who watched the show for a long time, and one was this girl on Tinder. And I watched the Stav episode. I think I watched that one all the way through, but that was the only one I had watched all the way through. And I may have clicked on a couple other episodes, like a Ron White or a Doug Stanhope episode at some point. But yeah, I wasn't, everyone knows what questions he asked and stuff like that. And so if you want to prepare for the interview, you sort of know how to do it, but I didn't really figure out the pattern before I got on. So I just wanted to get on one time because Mike Ryan and other people host all these shows called like, Best of the Bucket or all these sort of Kill Tony themed shows. And I was like, if I get on one time, then I can get booked on those shows. And so that was my sort of goal, is to get picked, and then I get people see me and I maybe get some followers, and then I can get booked on more shows. But I didn't plan on signing up multiple times after I got picked. Um, but I get why people do, because it is fun.
Yeah.
It's rare to, as sort of a new comic, tell jokes for a super hot crowd of like 300 people. That's obviously something that people will wait in line for and take their shot at, even if it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, this is a total surprise to me, man. Like you went in there not knowing how Tony was really. You just pretty much seen like maybe a couple episodes. And
Yeah, I
because
knew.
that's the cool part about it is like your interview or your minutes are fucking great. Like you can tell you really work out your bits, but your interviews are spectacular, dude. You're always in the pocket, you're always quick, and you just have this thing about you. It's amazing to see.
Thank you. I feel like my interviews can be awkward sometimes, but they're usually funny to me. I'm usually like after I get off of any Kill Tony appearance, I'm always like telling my girlfriend like I don't think I did good. And then we watch it and it's fine. But like I'm always very I always think I killed the minute and bombed the interview. And I think I usually kill the minute and then the interview is usually at least like a 7 or so. Um but some nights are better than others. I try not to uh overanalyze my performances and just stay natural.
As a comic, do you find yourself being like one of your biggest critics?
I mean, yeah, I feel like everyone's like that. Jack Shaw told me like I was talking to them about like how since you only go on like once a month, you obsess over the 1 minute that you're preparing and you start overthinking like a ton. And I have all these like rules for myself. Like I actually that was one of the things I put on my medium was just like my sort of rules for my Kill Tony minutes or whatever that I try to follow. And obviously you don't because there's just too many to follow all of them at once. But try to get a laugh early, um, close on something strong. Some jokes are very sort of dependent on tension and having the cat sort of messes them up. So try not to put those last, just stuff like that. Um, and I think I'm more confident in my minutes than my interviews. But it's pretty easy to come up with a minute a month. Like if you're a regular and you're coming up with a minute a week, that's
Yeah.
becomes a lot of pressure. And you can come up with 5 minutes in 5 weeks because you can just, come up with 2 bits that are, 2 or 3 minutes, and that's 5 minutes. But doing 1 minute
Yeah.
separated 5 times, that's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I don't have to do that. Although I also kind of want that pressure. But yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you have a golden ticket. You can give yourself that pressure if you wanted to.
Yeah, I could try to get on more, but I think some other golden tickets told me the sweet spot is about 4 to 6 times. I mean, 4 to 6 weeks in between each appearance. I think that's a good balance. Because also, if you
Yeah.
go on more than that, sometimes people turn on you, the audience or
Yeah.
the blogs. Um,
Yeah. Have you
it
been
hasn't really
reading Reddit?
happened. I used to, and I sort of don't anymore because I know so right now, my understanding is the Reddit likes me. Um, and so I can read the Reddit and go, "Ooh, I'm great. I'm the greatest." But whenever they turn on me, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, well, I can't value their opinion a week ago and then just be like, "Ah, that doesn't matter."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to and sometimes I catch myself being like, "Well, I've done some things on the show and I've thought about doing things on the show where I was like, I think this is funny, but I think the subreddit will hate it." And I'm like, if I'm basing my comedy decisions around what Reddit thinks is funny, then I feel like
True.
that's sort of poison. So I try not to do that because that's something that Alan Moore. Do y'all know who that is?
Alan
Fuck
Moore.
yes.
That's
Yeah, so he made Watchmen. George Lucas, who made Star Wars,
wow.
and Kanye. Those three. Um, all three have been sort of very adamant that you can't if you start trying to triangulate what you think people will like, then you're sort of lost as an artist. And I think stand up is not nearly as serious as music or movies or even comic books or whatever. But I think just that very basic artistic principle of don't try to crowd please, just do things that you like,
Yeah. Stay true
and
to
hope that
yourself.
other people like it too. Yeah. So that's what I try to follow.
Speaking of critics, I was doing a little bit of research as I do before I have a person on, and you have a video. By the way, go to YouTube, guys, and follow him at Collin Sledge on YouTube.
Yes, please
You have a
follow my YouTube.
Link in
you have
description.
Yep, Travis put all your links in the description. So it makes it easy for you retards. Um, s- Speaking of critics, you had a video on there of you watching one of your Kill Tony minutes with your parents.
Oh yeah, That
That
was
was
fun. I
interesting.
forget whose idea that was. Was watching it with my parents your idea or my idea? It was my idea. Okay, yeah, it was my idea. Um,
How'd that go? I didn't finish the video.
it was that was sort of interesting because at first I only posted the sort of post video thing where we talk about it with my parents, like what they thought about it, because they didn't really know anything about the show and what happened with me and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be a sort of fun idea, and I never seen it done before. So, and then people in the comments were like, "It's like you said, this is your parents reacting to it, but you're not showing their reaction." So then we added their reaction, and then people were like, "It's just them sitting there watching it." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what you can't really
Yeah.
talk that much." My reaction is much more interesting because like when I'm playing piano, I'm like hiding behind the microphone and cowering under the desk and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that was my idea. I think the sort of more interesting part is just talking with my parents about the show. Like when I talked to my dad about like, was I funny as a kid? And he was like, no, none of that was. And we talked about meeting Uncle Laser and how he thought my handshake was weird. And then my dad was like, yeah, it is weird. Everyone says that. And also the autism diagnosis. I talked about that because everyone on the panel could pick up on the autism, but I told my dad, like, okay, when I told you that my therapist thought I might have autism, you were like, I don't think so. And then he was keying when Are You Garbage was calling me autistic. So I was like, what changed in between then and now, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
So there was a lot of interesting things that happened in that video. But they are and in my most recent appearance, the one with Ron White, um, I gave Tony like a letter from my dad thanking him for getting me to move out of my parents' house, which is incidentally where I am right now, technically. But it's a weird week for us. Okay, we would be in Austin usually.
No
Uh,
judgment.
so, and that letter, he really did write that letter, and I could sort of see what he was writing when he was writing it. And I was tempted to be like, maybe I'll make it shorter, maybe I do this. And my girlfriend timely was like, no, you either give him the letter as is or you don't give it to him. And I was like, okay. And then I totally forgot about it until Red Band uh reminded me when I was on stage because that tends to happen a lot. Like the first time I got on Kill Tony, I blacked out and forgot everything that
Oh
happened as
yeah.
soon as I got off stage. And then sometimes when I get brought up, I'm like, okay, what joke am I doing? What was I supposed to talk about in the interviews? That's something I'm working on. I'm trying to sort of force myself to do things I'm not comfortable with so that I can get more comfortable and not be as nervous for all this stuff. And I would say it
Well,
hasn't kicked in yet, but I think it will.
from an outsider perspective, watching you, you mentioned in one of your interviews that you were eccentric, right? You said that.
Eccentric, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You said you're
Yeah.
eccentric, and you were like, if anybody is like, I forget what they were talking about because you were talking about you're a piano player, and you were
hmm
like, if anything, a piano tuner is
Yes, that was my
autistic.
third. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because and Tony was like, "Yeah, I'm sure that's a huge audience of the Kill Tony community is piano tuners." But I know piano tuners, and they are generally because as a piano teacher, you you're sort of allowed to be weird. I found because people are just you're artistic, and I always say eccentric to mean like autistic or
Right.
recovering addict. I use it in a lot of ways because it's sort of a nice way of saying a mean thing. Um,
You
and it
use
also
eccentric
applies
for recovering
for myself.
addicts?
Oh yeah, because they usually have some stuff going on. I
You
just
hear
use it
that,
for
guys? You hear
anyone
that,
who's
guys?
going through
I'm
shit. Are you
eccentric.
eccentric? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good word.
I'm a recovering addict and autistic.
Yeah, so you're eccentric squared.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, the only thing, all right, going back real fast with the video with your parents' reaction, the only thing that I didn't like about that video, if I can critique for a moment, is that you didn't do the one where you were talking about your parents want you to have kids, but instead you just send them a video of a homemade
Uh
cream pie.
huh. Yeah, I could have had him react to that. Um,
The
that
world
was
needs to see that reaction.
yeah, that was a joke that one of the reasons I did it on the show is like it would get some crowds it just don't like it. And I was like, I think the Kill Tony crowd will like it, and this way I
Really?
can do it. Oh yeah. I mean, if there's a crowd of like boomers, depends
Yeah,
on the club. If it's sort of
true.
a more of a clean thing. So I was like, this way I can do it for a crowd I think will like it, and then I can sort of take it out of rotation for uh the nice people.
Yeah, just get it out the way.
Mhm. I try
Um,
to I have some I find it with longer sets, I have lots of jokes about that are just misogynist or fat phobic or, whatever. And I try to only put so many of those in a longer set because if I'm doing like 6 minutes of misogyny out of 30, it's like it gets a little old and predictable. So that's something that I try to do is have different types of topics and jokes in longer sets, especially.
well, we've been kind of dancing around the subject, but one of my favorite questions, and a question that I ask everybody that comes on here, what does your creative writing process look like for you?
I write pretty much anytime I think anything might be funny, I sort of try to jot something down. And I actually talked about this a little bit, I think, in my Medium thing. So I have two things on Medium, technically three. One is a piano instruction summary of a textbook that I read a few years ago. And then the second thing is sort of a Kill Tony 101. And then the third thing is just like my general comedy advice. And that one's called my extremely tepid comedy advice because I still am just new to this. So I generally wouldn't tell people advice, but I do get asked a lot, and so I wrote that so I can send it to people when they ask me on like Instagram or in real life or whatever. And one of the things I wrote there was like I wrote down anything that I think might be funny, and then I'll try out maybe half of that on stage, and then maybe half of that will do okay, and then maybe half of that will do okay consistently, and then I'll take that and try to iron it out so that it's good enough to be a consistently very good response. And that probably amounts to like 1% of my initial, writing. So, and I think that is sort of how you grind XP as a comedian is sort of just taking ideas and sort of grinding them until they're consistently good. And so,
Yeah.
um, that's what sort of motivates me is um, new material, sort of.
To
Um,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you have.
Tony mentioned that you have like a Jeselnik-esque,
Mhm.
right? Do you get that a lot?
I
And
get that. I do get that a lot. Um, in fact, I've talked about this before, but my first minute was not really creepy jokes. It was a sort of awkward type jokes. And then my second minute, because my first interview, they really picked up on the creepy vibes. And so the second minute, I did very creepy stuff, and that did very well. But then the third minute, I didn't do creepy stuff. I did sort of observational, silly type stuff. And then fourth minute, I did one creepy joke and one silly joke. So I basically I try not to lean into the creepy stuff or the Jeselnik type stuff. I think my favorite minute for a lot of people was the paralegal minute, which was not really what people expect from me. And I have done the math. Less than half of the jokes that I've done on the show are sort of creepy, you know, dark type stuff. Most of it is anything else. Um, but that is sort of my bread and butter. And I do like Jeselnik, but he
Mhm.
wouldn't be in like a top 10 of my influences or like a top 40 of my comedians that I just listened to the most.
How do you feel when people say that to you?
I don't really mind because obviously, like, he's a good writer,
Mhm.
and so it's just
Sure.
basically like, "You're just like that other guy who's really funny and successful." It's like, "Okay," and most
Yeah.
people say it in a nice way, so, I don't really get offended by it. One of my friends told me I was a mix of Mitch Hedberg and Stephen Wright, and I feel like there's something there, um,
Yeah.
just because Stephen Wright is very deadpan. I think he's more deadpan than me, but I sort of sometimes when I hear my voice, I'm like, I kind of get it. Um, but yeah, my actual comp that I think is uh more accurate is really early Louis C.K. You know when Louis says like I wasn't good. I was just doing the same hour for 10 years straight and I hated it. If you listen to Louis C.K. live in Houston like 2004, it just reminds me of me a little bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't compare myself to the newer Louis, who I think is the best ever. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
He's top
So
5 for me.
yeah. So I have somewhere in a Google Doc, I have like a list of people who I think have influenced me. Um, and Jeselnik is on there, but
I think
he's
it's more
not
so
super
your
high on the list.
cadence.
Yeah, I think it's my
Yeah.
cadence. I'm sort of just a tall white guy who tells creepy jokes and sort of a deadpan delivery, and it's like, okay, it's Jeselnik, so it's
Yeah, yeah. I don't think he meant anything by it. Actually, if you
I think he meant it
remember,
in a positive way.
yeah, he meant it in a positive way for sure. And if you
He might have
remember,
been taking shots a little bit too.
that's what he was doing. That's what I was gonna bring up. He was taking shots because Jeselnik just talked shit about him like a month prior to that.
Mhm,
So he was taking
mhm.
his shots and everything. But yeah, I mean, I think Tony nailed it with like you have a Jeselnik-esque, like you there's a touch of it. And like if you look for it, you can see it. It's not like you're out here trying to replicate Mitch Hedberg. It's not like you're out here, stealing everything about Mitch Hedberg. You get what I'm saying? Or
I think I do get what you're saying.
yeah, yeah. It's not like I'll shut up. So yeah, so you've been doing comedy now for you said you stopped for about 8 years, right?
Mhm.
What was it that you said you were like you told Tony you took 8 years off to do something in life or something like that?
So this was actually a conversation I sort of had played out beforehand, not for Kill Tony, but just I have OCD, so I'm always thinking about I have like, everyone has some sort of internal dialogue between
Mhm.
themselves. And it's like, why did I quit? I wanted to do something with my life. And why did I come back? Because I I didn't do anything with my life. And
Yeah.
which it
Why
is
was that
funny.
so fucking funny, dude?
It is funny, but I mean the reason it's funny is because it's just true. It's not,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, that's exactly what happened is I was like 20 or so. Um, I guess yeah, I was turning 21 around the time I quit, and I just didn't feel like I was progressing much, and I felt like I was on the road to being sort of a 6 or 7 out of 10 comedian, and I didn't really see the point um, of because it's a lot of time. It's
Yeah.
my car kept getting broken into or towed, and it just it's a lot if
Yeah.
you're not. And what really happened is I did like 8 open mics in 1 week, one time. Just like, if I took this seriously, how would that go? And I hated it. I never wanna do comedy again after that. And now I can do that and it doesn't really bother me. But at the time, you know, I guess when you're 20, you're very sensitive to rejection, and I probably wasn't as good a writer back then. Although I was never really terrible, but I would have my bombs like anyone else.
Yeah. That makes sense
So
being that
there
young.
was just a lot of things like just general being disillusioned and the rejection and the burnout and the people breaking into my car. It just sort of at a certain point I was like, okay, I'm gonna take some time off, and then it takes a lot to come back because I do get stage fright. It does feel pointless. There were nights when I first came back, I guess a year and a half ago now, like my second or third night, it would be like 1 in the morning at an open mic, and I was like, "I don't know why I'm here. I'm just trying to, like, relive my early 20s. It feels pointless." So I almost quit even when I came back.
Oh, dude, I'm glad you didn't, man. I'm glad you didn't. And I love the fact that like you didn't want to be a 7 out of 10 comic. So you also said that during that 8-year period, you still wrote. So you still had like
Yeah.
material and shit like that. So you came back from what I'm seeing so far pretty strong.
Yeah, it was, I would say, I got better at writing because I wasn't writing for anything in particular. And when you're not writing for a crowd, you sort of develop your own voice better, if that makes sense.
You're writing for yourself.
Yeah. Because I'm just writing what I think is funny. It kind of goes back to the George Lucas, Kanye, type thing, where you're sort of doing what you think is valuable instead of trying to please a crowd. Because there's no crowd. I'm not telling anyone. I would tell my friends some stuff occasionally, and I actually did. I told some. I never talked about this before, but I was in therapy, and she found out I did stand up, and she was like, "What kind of stand up were you?" And I said, like, if Mitch Hedberg was a school shooter. That's what I said in like 2000, it was 2019. Um, and that was sort of my comparison at the time. I think I was sort of a different writer back then, but not that different, obviously. Um, and so I told her some jokes um, that I thought weren't necessarily funny, but I was like, this tells her what I think is funny. Does that make sense? It gives
Yeah.
insight into what kind of comedic writer I am. And the one I wrote, the one I told her was they should remake National Treasure 2 Book of Secrets, but the Book of Secrets is just a book full of all the kids each president fucks. Um, and it made her pretty uncomfortable, but she sort of got what I was coming from. Um, and honestly, that bit has aged pretty well. Whatever.
When did you
So
write that?
2019.
Oh yeah, you were on to
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You're ahead of your time.
Yeah. I was ahead of the curve,
Yeah, ahead of the curve.
like the Joker. Okay. Do you remember that line? She's like, "I'm not a monster, just ahead of the curve." And then Batman grabs him. Okay. So the point is, I told her that joke, and she said, "Have you ever heard of something called autism spectrum disorder?" So I got diagnosed with autism by telling jokes to my therapist. Uh, and I thought that was, it's never really, I've never been able to get a bit out of it. I've never really tried, but I think that's funny. I
That's
just
a
don't think it's
bit
very
right there,
punchy.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
fucking awesome. That's either the best or the worst response to telling somebody a joke.
yeah.
Hey,
She didn't
tell me.
laugh
Oh,
at
you're a
all.
comic. Tell me a joke. After the
Yeah.
joke, it's like, hey, you ever heard of autism?
Yeah. She said it was something called like juxtapositional humor or something. And then she referred me to someone else, and it cost like $2,000. And I was like, yeah, I got it.
Damn.
Yeah, you
The other
think
joke, I did two jokes for her, and the other one was, so Carly Rae Jepsen has a song called "Boy Problems," and the song is about how she has boy problems because her boyfriend's boring, and she wants to break up with her boyfriend and get a new boyfriend. I was like, okay, so when girls have boy problems, it means they want a new boyfriend, but when guys have girl problems, it means they want to like shoot up a yoga studio or something. And she didn't like either of them, but they're both. You can see my voice is trying to come out. I'm figuring it out at that
Tough
point.
crowd, dude. Tough crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've told it to other doctors too. I told that one to a physical therapist once. And because she found out I did some comedy, and I told her, I was like, "Oh, I'll tell her." And she was like, she literally said, like, "I don't think that's very appropriate." And then like 15 minutes later, she was like, "It is pretty good. I'm gonna tell my husband later."
There you go.
So
Was the therapist a woman?
both of these people were women.
There's part of the problem right there.
Yeah. If people want, that's most comedians talk about, like, why don't you tell me a joke? I don't want to tell you a joke. This isn't the proper context for comedy or whatever. But people come up to me like, tell me a joke. I'll tell you a joke.
Yeah. All right. Well, now that we led here, this is a question that I always ask everybody. And like, you don't have to if you don't want to, you don't have to. But what is your favorite joke that you've written that maybe some of us have never heard? Maybe it's the one that's your personal favorite joke. Maybe it's the one that gets the biggest pop.
I would say the joke that gets the most consistent large pop is the one. Let's say, how about this? My best minute on Kill Tony is my fifth minute. I'm wearing like a blue T-shirt, and it's the one where I open with I got picked on in school. One time this kid put a sticker on my back that said kick me. So I put a sticker on his back that was just a target. He was like, I don't get it. I was like, you'll get it tomorrow. That is that's how the
Dang.
minute starts. And there's 3 jokes in that minute total. And that's my most solid, perfect kill Tony. That's what I always, and you know what? Didn't get a huge pop anywhere. I thought that was interesting.
That dude
Um
sure got a huge pop in the joke.
yeah, I get it.
Actually, I never saw that minute. That might be the 1 minute that I didn't see.
Yeah, I'm wearing like a plain blue t-shirt. I think it's pinned on my Instagram, one of my top 3. It's the one where I opened the show, which is probably why it didn't, I mean, it did well in the room, but it sort of didn't do that well on social media. But it's the minute where I say, "I'm here to bust it wide open." That's what I say at the beginning of that for some reason. I think it's just, yeah, my girlfriend thought it was funny if I just said that because obviously it's just such a weird thing for me to say.
Hold on. So
Um,
you came out on stage and you're like, "All right, I'm here to bust it wide open."
yeah, so I was opening the show
I didn't
as
see
a golden ticket winner, and I just came out and I said, "I'm here to bust it wide open."
that.
Fucking
And you
love
know where
that.
that came from? Yeah, she made me host her show once, and I'm a weird host. I'm just not naturally super high energy, but I do host her show sometimes, and because it's something that I need practice with. Um, and that's when I first did it. It's like I just came out and I said I'm here to bust it wide open, and it doesn't get a huge response anywhere, but the comedians think it's funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it's hilarious.
Me too.
So yeah, I don't have a favorite joke. Really, a lot of times my favorite jokes are the ones that no one laughs at. Um,
Yeah.
I can tell you one because this is when I tell comedians and they say, "That's so funny, you have to do it on stage." And I do it on stage and it bombs so hard.
I
Um,
got to hear this.
and the it's I have a type of joke called over the line. It's jokes that are I like darker type stuff and these just are too much. And there are certain shows. Um like I was on the Riot Comedy Festival last year and they did a show called like Cancel Culture or whatever. And so I got booked on that obviously and I got to do all of the jokes that are just make people too uncomfortable. And if it's in that context, I'm allowed to do these. And this one I didn't even do because it was too bad for that even. But the joke is um I was there's a subreddit there's a porn subreddit called struggle fucking. And I was like, why is it called struggle fucking? You may have to take this out. So I was like, why is it called struggle fucking? And it turns out the struggle refers to the fact that the women are struggling to not be fucked. And I was like, there's already a word for that. It's called awesome. Okay. And so I told that on stage like 3 or 4 times, and it's I mean, no one likes it. It made people very uncomfortable.
I love how the comics love it though.
Yeah. So when you said what's your favorite joke? It's my favorite joke are the jokes that I cannot tell anywhere, basically.
Dude, if you end up coming up with a bit for the whole therapist thing, you should
Mhm.
make that the joke that you told your therapist.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, last question here before we wrap it up. Also, guys that are watching, he is going to be judging you tonight on whatever the fuck you put in the comments. So, last question. If you had any advice to give somebody who is thinking about doing stand up or somebody who maybe wants to finally break through in stand up, what advice would you give?
Um, as far as writing, you just write a lot and then eventually something, but also like if you just like sit down and force yourself to write, I mean that people have different methodologies obviously. I know some people who just disciplined start writing and eventually something happens, but I've never been. I'm an intrusive thought, you know, and then I drop because
Yeah.
I have OCD, so I have a lot of intrusive thoughts, and so I get stuff just that way. Um, but I would say write down whatever you can, and then eventually something will sort of stick out. Um, but as far as doing it, I think the best advice for someone who hasn't started yet was something Pete Holmes said back before I started doing stand up. He's like, if you want to do comedy but you're afraid to do it, just go to an open mic and just see like the reality. It's just not that intimidating, and the competition isn't that great, so you shouldn't feel too bad about it. So I
Absolutely.
think that's pretty much the best um, advice is just, and because I started writing at 15, and I recently had to uh, log into a Dropbox account that I hadn't used in since like college, and I found 70 pages of material from when I was a teenager,
Damn.
and it was just I was like, I went through it to like maybe I can use something. I couldn't use anything. It was all terrible.
There's got to be something in there, dude.
Well, there might have been like there in 70
There's
pages,
potential.
there might be half a page worth of stuff. Um, but actually, the pepper spray bit that I told, it's like where a girl gets into my car and
Yeah.
she was like, "Just so you know, I have pepper spray in my purse." And I was like, "Just so you know, you shouldn't tell me where it is." That one that one happened. That wasn't really a joke. But that happened when I was like 19 or 20. And so that's probably the oldest joke that I still do. Um, so that might have been in there. Um, but the rest was pretty much shit. And so part of that is just being a teenager, and then part
Yeah.
of that is being new to comedy. And that's something that I also try to keep in mind is if someone's if someone's 20 years old and they're not as funny than you, they're not as funny as you, then that doesn't mean that much. They're not supposed to be as funny as people
Mhm.
who've had more life experience. Um, Even if you're 30 and you're new to stand up or whatever, it's like it all factors in. It's not just about how long you've been doing stand up, it's about how long you've been a human being. The
Absolutely.
other advice, I think just writing in general has helped me because I had to write a lot for other stuff. And someone actually posted my Kill Tony 101 in the subreddit I saw. And please don't do that. um, I mean, I think it's good advice, but I was like, they're gonna fucking. And I think someone said they thought it was written by an AI, and I was like, no, that was me. I'm just autistic, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Uh,
Guys, didn't you hear I'm autistic?
yeah. Um, so yeah,
I mean, that's great advice, man. You've already given enough. I mean, sheesh. Let them figure it out for themselves too, dude.
yeah, because I don't want it to seem like but yeah, one I think my point is one, I do have a lot of experience writing things, and two, um, I wouldn't take anyone's comedy advice too seriously or too to heart because everyone sort of has to figure out their own system. I know Mike Birbiglia used to say like he treated stand up like a 9 to 5, like you work from nine, and I always thought that was insane. Cause like how long could it possibly take? But now that I sort of am living it, I'm sort of like, especially now there's a lot. You gotta edit clips and you
Yeah.
know talk to bookers and plan things. It does take up a lot of time once you actually pursue it full time. But I think in general, just everyone has to figure out their own philosophy. But yeah, my medium does have my philosophy. If people want to look at that.
Yeah, go check that out, guys. Well, man, you've been a fucking awesome guest. Thank you for coming on, dude. But now we need you to be the judge. All right. So people have left comments here in the comment section for the image that I sent to you earlier. I don't know if you remember the image or if you have to refresh your memory and go look at it in the messenger. Talking to you, Colin.
Oh, where are the comments?
No, no, no,
Uh,
no, no. Travis is going to read them off.
Okay.
But the image that I sent you earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I remember.
So that's what they're going to be doing it on. So, all right, Travis, do we have any good comments?
Probably. So what
right.
I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reading off every joke that got 3 or more reactions, and for you, just kind of like make a mental note of anything that sticks out to you, and whichever joke you think is the funniest will be the winning joke.
Okay.
All right, so first we have Dan Zilla Drums. And Dan said, "This is just what I've always assumed cops do on their lunch break." And next we have Alex Krieg, AK said, "When your straight friend goes on a meth binge." From Blazing Nana said, "Thirsty? Milkman will help you get wet." From Russell Shoggins, Russell said, "Stone Cold Steve Inception." From Juan Sancho Villa said, "Santa Claus throughout the night visiting every house." From Luke Hokenberg, Pinky. He got mad at me for not saying Pinky last time. Pinky said, "That time my stepdad saved me from milk poisoning." From Kyle Yankowski, Kyle said, "The action figures I've been storing all my jizz in." From one Sancho Villa, Sancho said, "That's called a white trash eggnog." From Victorious, Vic said, oh wait, no, that's not a joke. She was just saying Kyle. And that was it.
Okay.
Okay, I'd pick Santa and Inception, whichever two of those. One of them was I think Santa's probably my favorite, and then Inception I thought was pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna have to look at that.
That's because you know Juan Sancho, huh? That's what it
Wait,
is.
did he do? Well, he did. He had two answers. I don't know if you can give it to him.
Yeah,
Didn't he say two things?
He
Yeah,
did.
he did.
He's allowed.
Which
Oh, you're
one?
allowed?
Oh yeah, he can say 10 if he
Okay.
wanted to.
Well, I think Santa was the best one, and then Inception.
That's what I'm
They weren't
hearing.
both him, were they?
No, Inception was Russell
Okay.
Shoggins.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, no, Santa wins.
Yeah, I give it to Santa.
All right. Well, that settles it.
You heard it here first, guys. He would give it to Santa. Dude, thank you so much for coming on. We are about to bring on Juan Sancho Pancho Villa Comedy. Dude, you've been an amazing guest, and I hope to see. Well, we will see more from you because you're a fucking golden ticket winner, dude. You can go on whenever you want.
Yeah, you should see more of me in the next few weeks at some point, probably.
Sounds good. I didn't ask you about that. Sounds good. Would you like to shout out any social medias maybe that we didn't mention or anything? I know right now you're touring with Drew Nickens. I saw that.
Yeah, we're basically driving to Florida and back and hitting cities each night, like New Orleans and Mobile, places like that. But yeah, that's that'll be fun. Basically, right now I'm trying to get my tight 30 sort of worked out.
Sweet.
Because I've only done 30 minutes like maybe 6 or 7 times in all of my sort of almost 2 years back, I guess. And so I'm trying to, because it's not really this, you can't just do 15 minutes twice or something like that. It's sort of the longer you go, the more difficult and tedious it can be, because especially with my style of writing where it's just joke after joke after joke,
Yeah.
I feel it gets exhausting around 25 minutes or so. So I have to figure out how to break that up. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, I'll be following you and keeping up. And guys, go follow him. Links down in the description.
Cool.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks, y'all.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Thank you. All right, that was Collin Sledge, everybody. Juan Sancho, congratulations, man. Thank you for being funny. And while we're waiting on him, Travis is going to bring up the second image of the night. He's going to put it right
Boom.
here.
Very close.
If I was right. Oh, damn it. Right here.
It would require that you were able to reach all the way into my living room to get it exactly right, but yeah.
I knew I went to school with you because like whenever I talked to Tony, you referred to and shit. I was like, I could have sworn I went to high school with that man. I don't think he said you were from Seguin.
This is
No,
that
no, yeah,
pain,
he
folks.
asked me. He asked me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from a small town, but I work in Kyle." So yeah, I'm about to hop on this podcast real quick. It was good to talk to you. Yeah, my fault.
God,
What's up, fella?
you're too fucking famous for us, bro. Too famous. Wait,
No,
you went
not
to high
me.
school? Damn.
Well, I still come to the bars even though I'm drinking water. So
Yeah. Hey, you know what they say, man? Go to a barber shop, you're bound to get a haircut. But you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, dude. So you're on like a little health kick now. You're working out, looking good. I know I made a comment earlier on your Facebook when you were posing, showing your back. Sorry about mentioning that your back is a lot less wet than I assumed.
Dude, I'm just happy that like all the people on my page have a good sense of humor, and no one was like, "Oh, that's who's this guy making fun of Hispanics?" And even the guy who was jumping in on it, Terrence Gilry, he in my first Kill Tony Minute interview, whenever I talk about the book that I was given that taught me how to eat pussy better, he's the training sergeant that like recommended that book to me. Like,
No
so
shit.
that was funny.
Yeah, that's funny. I try to word it in a way to where I wouldn't offend people. I tried. I feel
Oh,
like I did good.
I mean,
you just didn't want to get reported to Facebook. You didn't care about offending people. You don't got to lie to me.
No, okay, you caught me. But yeah, honestly, yes, because I actually got my TikTok, where I had like 20,000 people. I just got banned from TikTok, dude. So I lost like all my followers.
Damn, I'll gain followers on your behalf, and you can live vicariously through me on TikTok.
Sweet, man. Well, keep posting half naked pictures of you flexing, and you will.
At least until I start drinking again, I will.
Oh, dude, you can't think like that.
Well, so for me, it's like my motivation to lose weight is nefarious. Like it's very it's a degenerate way of thinking, because this one comedian called me fat in front of a live audience because he got the chance to critique my set after I performed for 5 minutes, and he pretty much said like I'm fat and no one in the audience believes that I get pussy. So then the next day I quit alcohol, and it's been 31 days, but I'm only doing it so I can get fit again and fuck his girl and then send him pictures along with the clipped version of him calling me fat on stage, so I can tell him maybe your girl wouldn't have cheated on you if you weren't fat. So that's like my whole motivation. Uh,
I love
but
it, man.
But the way that I'm staying off the alcohol is I'm telling myself, like, well, let's just go into like this 3 month period. And then hopefully by then, like the gains and the progress that I see will keep me going like another 3 months. And then at that point, so it's like manageable little milestones is why I say like, well, until I drink again. Because I feel like if I were to be like, oh, I'm never gonna drink again, and then I do slip up and drink, then I'm like, well, there goes like 90 whatever days or 100 whatever days down the drain. Let's
Yeah,
just I already messed up one day. Let's just go for a week, and then I'm back to where I'm at now or
yeah.
was.
Yeah, no, I love it. Actually, that's a good mentality. Can we take 1 second real quick? Give me 1 second. Huh. Do not call Juan Sancho fat in front of an audience. Will fuck my girl. Okay. Sorry, I had to write something down real quick. Nah, that's great, man. I fucking love your progress. Love your story, dude. Keep it up.
well, joke's on you. Women consider me unfuckable, you little fatty.
And then I'll just have to fuck you.
You'll have to fuck his fleshlight.
Is that what he calls his mouth now?
Oh, that's what I call his mouth.
That's what I call Jake's mouth.
Oh, Jake, where you at, dude? Shots fired.
I just saw him earlier. Love that guy.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
But yeah, well, like, cause I remember, I mean, obviously I've been on a few times, and I like talked about how like, oh, the Reddit people from Kill Tony, like they kind of got to me or whatever, and that was gonna motivate me to like get healthy, but then it didn't because I was like, well, I'm never gonna see these fucking people in real life, and then when someone who I actually do see very consistently in real life did it, and I was like, oh, I can actually like sleep with his girl. Like that's a very like doable thing. Like that's all the motivation I needed.
so he doesn't know this yet. Like
No,
this
keep your
is
friends close, keep your enemies closer.
this is your legitimate plan.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what? I never thought that I would ever say this, right? But I wish you the best in fucking his wife.
Well, it's not his wife, it's his girlfriend, but I'm sure like they're pretty happy together, and he probably plans to marry her someday. But not if I can intervene.
Don't get beat up, man.
Shit. Shit.
I don't know. People are
Well,
crazy.
like, but it's like with this guy, it's not a one-time thing. Like, he's been around the block for like a while, and in the 4+ years that I've like known him, and he's gotten a chance to like give me feedback, he's never like given me like just constructive criticism. It's always been backhanded compliments or like
Mm,
whatever. And I'm
mm,
like, all right, I think I've given you enough time to kind of warm up to me. So that was
yeah,
just kind of like the camel that broke, the midget's back, or however you want to phrase it.
yeah, yeah. You fucked that one up, but it's all good. Uh, nah. But also, Juan, fuck what people think, man. Fuck him. He's probably a loser, dude.
I mean, he's like a old school comedian, and I mean, he's got his stripes, but I don't know. Like he's never warmed up to me, and he's kind of fake in my opinion. So like I'm like, this guy, he deserves it. Like normally I just brush shit like that off, but like this guy is just like, I'm like, nah, I've given him enough passes.
Yeah, he created a villain story, a villain origin story in you. I love it.
Well, because whenever I first like got the name Sancho, and I was actually like sleeping with like committed women, I looked like the guy in the picture I just posted today. I was in my 160s, working out every day, and fit in college. So I was like sleeping with like these girls who had boyfriends, but like the boyfriends were like sleeping around on them apparently. So like that was like banging fish in a barrel. And there was like a few like women who's like baby daddies, but they were married, weren't shit. And they were like, well, you got a lot going for you. So like that was easy to bang out. And then around that time when I was at that weight, I started comedy. And then that's where like a lot of my Sancho material came from. But now I don't look the same as I did when I first started saying the Sancho jokes. So
Mm,
also it's like it's gonna help my Sancho jokes land better when I
yeah,
can actually like look the part. So
I got you. You ever thought about this? You ever thought about like what's the word I'm looking for? Getting your own fucking girlfriend?
dude, the way the origin story of me becoming a Sancho is I got Sanchoed a couple of times while I was in the military. And then like when I saw the universe not like get them back with karma, I was like, well, they seem pretty fucking happy. If the universe isn't gonna punish them, then why should I care? So like, yeah, my villain origin story was created a long time ago.
You ever thought about fuck, what's the word I'm looking for? Not fucking with whores?
They
There
just
are
get
good
me.
girls out there, man.
But like whores, they just get me. Like they don't judge me
Mm,
for like, the things that I put in my body, whether it's, a dildo or drugs.
mm.
Um
They are most willing to lick your asshole too. I found that out.
and they won't force you to kiss them unless you're in the mood after doing it. So like that's a plus.
True. All right, you sold me on
Well,
whores.
let me ask you this: these women who cheated on you at the other Sanchos, were they white women?
One was half white, and the other one was no, they were both half white. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And on that note, I'm gonna grab me a Topo Chico. Right back.
You know, it was the white side that they cheated on you with. What was the other half?
You know,
Hispanic?
yeah.
All right, so one half of them wanted you to just get them pregnant. The other half wanted to fucking cheat, dude.
Yeah, and then I feel like the half that wanted to get pregnant overtook the half that wanted to cheat, but I wasn't around because I was obviously in the military. So they were like, well, who's close by in proximity? And
Yeah. You know what you have to find, man?
But-
You gotta find you a Mexican woman.
dude, I heard the ones in Venezuela are looking for an escape.
Yeah. Hold up. All right. You got that one. That was good. That was good. Well, Juan, as always, man, it's fucking a pleasure talking to you. I'm going to be following your journey as a sober person myself. I hope to see you continue. Like, I like the method that you have to where you're kind of psyching yourself out. You're like, when I drink again, but you really have no intention on drinking. Keep that up. I think that's a good mentality. And like I said, I messaged you privately the other day, but I was just like, yo, man, if you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm always here. So I'm here for it all, man. Whatever you're trying to do, I'm even here for you trying to fuck somebody's girlfriend, dude.
As long as it's not yours, right?
Nah, you can fuck her.
Okay. Only the girlfriends.
Yeah. Yeah, not my fiance, but you can fuck my girlfriend.
Hell
She's right
yeah.
here,
No, I
baby.
appreciate you reaching out. Hell yeah, Pamela Henderson.
Yeah.
It's better when it's not yours. or as Colin called it, it's better when it's awesome.
Yeah, that was a good joke. Yeah, man. Well, we're here for you, man.
Hell yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Enjoy your night.
Catch y'all later.
Later. All right, I was Juan Sancho Pancho via comedy. Follow him at Juan Sancho Pancho via comedy on YouTube and Sancho Pancho on Instagram and Juan Sancho via on Facebook. Damn, I'm surprised I remembered all that. I love that guy. All right, Travis, what we got?
I'll let you know as soon as I remember to finish typing end of jokes. There we go. All right. Let's see. So first up, we have Jester. And Jester said, me hiding in a hole after Sancho fucks my girlfriend. And next we have Danzilla Drums. And Dan said, he's doing his impression of God during 9/11. Oh, fuck. Next up, we have Roast Master Shane Lucas. And Shane said, Asian Woman Driver Simulator.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's here because I actually had a joke for this one. And my joke was Shane Lucas every time Comedy Writers Guild is live.
Let's see. From Dan Zilla Drums. Dan said, me whenever somebody's giving rational points that oppose my political views. And next up, Shane Lucas. He said, me when the phone rings at work. You when your phone notifies you of CWG. Next, we have Pickle Rick Silva. Pickle Rick said, they are torturing him with Freezy's music. Let's see. Next, we have Dan Zilladrum. Dan said, this man comes equipped with everything necessary to tolerate his family. see. From Kyle Cheney. Kyle Cheney said, Helen Keller Simulator. And next we have Pickle Rick Silva. Pickle Rick said, this is what you have to do to avoid a peanut allergy on the plane. I did not know that. It's probably a pretty big issue, actually. All right, let's hit a refresh just to see if any of the latecomers got pushed over the edge here. They did not seem to. Okay. Hit one.
Also, just because I'm remembering it now, the next time that we do these, when we're reading it off, can you put the image in the center of us?
Yeah.
It just makes it easier for editing.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Hell, I'll do it now for when I read off the winner.
And guys, go ahead and react. React to those comments. And if you're watching us on YouTube right now, come over to Facebook at Comedy Writers Guild Live Podcast. Same if you're watching us on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. 3 viewers on YouTube right now. Come join the fun.
Yeah, come hang out.
All right. Let's see. All right. So, the winning joke with a total of 8 reactions was, excuse me, Topo Chico coming back up. This joke sponsored by Topo Chico. Anyway, Helen Keller Simulator, and that was Kyle Cheney.
Damn. Kyle, great joke, but I could have swore that either God during 9/11 or
Asian Woman Driver
Simulator was going to win. But hey, that's not how it works at Comedy Writers Guild. That's why I don't choose the winner. Congratulations, Kyle Cheney. His first time on the show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I could have swore we had him on at least once before, like in the early days.
No, sir. Oh. Maybe we did one time.
Yeah, like within the first 10 episodes or something. I could have swore it's been at least once. I mean, I can find out real quick.
Maybe. But real quick, let's throw up the next joke concept on the screen.
Before I do, it might be worth mentioning that Kyle just said that he's still putting his kid down to sleep. Let me see if he has an ETA on that.
Okay.
Because there's definitely a close second place if he can't make it, and we'll just do him an appearance.
Hey, guys in the comments that are parents, right? It's apparent that Travis is not a parent because there is no ETA on when you're going to get your kid down. And most likely it's a fucking hour from now. So we'll just go ahead with the second person.
I gotcha. All right, so second place and therefore the winner. Let me double check, but I think that there was a pretty clear second place too.
I'll tell you who it's not. Pickle Rick.
One moment here. All right. So second place, and therefore the winning joke was they're torturing him with Freezy's music, and that was Pickle Rick.
That was a good one.
Did you, when you were saying that, did you know that it was going to be him, or were you?
I did not. You know, I'm always saying that he's never going to make it on here.
I know.
And I ain't never going to stop saying he's never going to make it on here.
Otherwise, I would have just assumed that you were saying that shit just because you knew he was coming.
Yeah, no, I did not. I swear. But that's great. Yeah, he won that one.
Fuck
that was up there with the other two that I mentioned a few minutes ago. All right, so now that he's got that link, let's put up the next caption this.
Boom. Blech.
I forget what it is, so I gotta wait. I think it's JoJo Siwa.
That would
Ah,
that's how we get. Bleh.
yeah. What you guys got to think? What you guys think about that?
Yeah, I gotta put that one down in the corner.
Yo, how the fuck did you make it on this podcast, dude? For those of you that don't know, Pickle Rick was actually in our last roast that we had. If you put it landscape mode, give it like 10 seconds, it'll adjust.
Like says that it's off.
There you go. Oh, your tilt was off, whatever, screen tilt.
Whatever. It's not working.
It was just working.
It was working fine.
It wasn't for me. You guys were. It was just a blank screen.
Wow. Yeah, how'd you make it on? I told Travis I'm never gonna stop busting your balls.
Hey man, eventually I might not have any. So, and then Travis might want me on the show more.
Oh god damn it. You just reminded me of a question that I wanted to ask Collin Sledge, dude, because he talked on Kill Tony about how his mom and dad were trying to make him get a vasectomy. Yeah.
Dang.
Give us an excuse to bring him on again.
Was it like a Christmas present or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, talk about your parents having you by the balls. No, I think he said on Kill Tony that it was because he was a golden ticket winner, and I guess they didn't want him just spreading his seed everywhere.
You gotta worry about them gold diggers now. They're a golden ticket winner.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that,
Yeah, you're actually a fellow recipient of. What would you be a recipient of in that situation? Nothing. You also got a vasectomy too, right? We both have vasectomies. Oh yeah. You didn't?
Nope.
Well, then what the fuck are you talking about?
I was talking about how Travis likes trannies.
Wrong kind.
I'm lost.
I was saying, never mind. I was saying that he would want me more on the show if I didn't have balls,
Oh,
turn
I got
into
you.
a
You
tranny.
You didn't have a vasectomy?
No. I was going to get one, but then the old lady decided to take care of that herself. So. Yep,
She tied the knot for you. The
Yep,
internal
yep.
knot.
The one that can't go back.
Yeah. Now I think you can go back with that only if they burn it. You can't go back because they can like burn the fucking. I don't know. I'm no doctor, dude. What the fuck am I talking about? They can burn your ovaries or something.
Oh shit! I don't want that.
Yeah. Sounds disgusting, dude. Just
Sounds
smells like
terrible.
fried eggs.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody else got
a
a
female.
You just got an email?
No, I said I'm glad I'm not a female.
Oh, so you say you just got an email. I was like,
No,
how
I
does
probably
that
did
work?
too. That probably did happen. For Topo Chico.
I'm getting spam with Topo Chico stuff too. So what's new, man? You were in the roast battle.
Yep. I felt like that was like LeBron James, versus his son.
Yeah.
It was way too easy. I felt bad. She's nice.
She's sweet.
I was like, man, I was sitting there talking to her, and she was just so nice. And I'm like, why did Harmon do this to me?
She wanted to be a part of it, dude.
I know. But then I was like, all right, well, I don't know how hard she's gonna go at me, so I might as well go mildly. So I just went mild.
Yeah. Dude, Shane saying to her, she looks like every time she has an orgasm, she says, "Oh heavens." Man, he said she lets blind people cut her bangs.
Yeah, dude, Shane killed it that whole entire roast. He was
Uh,
on it.
dude, I actually have to say, I don't know if I said it already on the podcast, but I'm pretty sure that Shane is the reason why I no longer have a TikTok, because I posted Shane's video and then all of a sudden I'm banned. And Shane was making a joke about Dan having 6 million jokes, but some people say that it wasn't really 6 million. Some people are saying he doesn't even have a joke at all. And, you know, within a couple of days of that being up there, having my account banned, who owns TikTok? I don't
Yeah,
know.
so what? CWG's turning its cult following into an alt-right,
Turning into a what?
into an alt-right into an alt-right comedy group.
I mean, with Shane's help, yes. With my help, no.
It's
But yeah,
you got a whole lobby against you.
yeah. I don't know, man. Well, I don't know if you
Uh,
saw my little monologue before the episode today. I tried to make it I did something a little different. I just wanted to bring up the fact that how we're all divided. Like
mm,
social media has everybody so divided. And I see, like, I don't stand on the left or the right. I stand in the fucking back, dude. And I just observe. And I feel like everybody's just fucking brainwashed, but everybody is calling everyone else. Everyone's calling everyone else brainwashed. I see people on the left calling people on the right brainwashed, and vice versa. And it's just like, yo, man, I think we're all just a part of this thing that's got its own momentum and its own agenda to just kind of saw us in half and split us up. And what better way to deal with that than just comedy?
yeah, it's like the Spider-Man meme now. Everyone's just pointing fingers at each other, going, "No, you're the fucking guy. No, you are. No, you are."
Yeah, but nobody's pointing the fingers at the people that are fucking children, on islands. And I don't know.
Oh, we're trying. I must be illiterate, dude, because I can't read that shit. It's all black.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. The world is crazy, man. I can't subscribe to anything.
It must be the same language that the Charlie Brown parents were talking in.
Womp
Womp,
womp
womp,
womp
womp,
womp womp womp
womp.
womp. Mhm. Yeah.
No, that's probably
Yeah.
how long they've been doing it too, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this isn't a new thing.
Walt Disney, he was part of it.
Which is crazy because he has like the largest children's platform in the world.
Well, how else do you get the children?
True. True. You don't get a fat guy with a salad.
No,
You
you
gotta
get him
have
with a
that.
double cheeseburger with some fucking bacon on it.
And you know what? I also got a little Snickers for you. Come here.
Yeah, you like deep fried? We got those.
Mm. Just come on down to this fucking cellar.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear about that at Disney? They had like all those like little areas where employees could go, and they're kind of like in plain sight, but yet still hidden somehow. It's like these secret doors and shit.
Yeah. They look like regular like little fake regular doors, like, "Oh, it's just part of the thing." No,
Yep. Nope.
it's a small world after all. Spe especially when you go to that island, I guess.
Mm, mm. What a world we live in. Well, we lost all our viewers.
Did you ever see that one dude? He does a meme or like a video, and it's like if Santa Claus had to go to every child, and he's like, "Hey, I know there's terrible shit going on here. Great island though, right? Like beautiful. Who would think that such terrible things would be going on here? Take you with me? No, I do things for the children. I don't do things that's trafficking children. I don't do that." It's
I didn't see that. Damn,
it's so funny, dude.
good point.
No, that's trafficking children. I do things with the children, not for the. Leave me alone.
Damn. Yeah. You got any mics coming up?
So now that wrestling's about to be over, I have like I think one more week of wrestling, and then yeah, I'm gonna be hitting some mics, doing some stuff. I'm gonna get with Trevor Scott, do at least one of his mics on Thursday. They got another mic I just got invited to, so hopefully it all works out.
Yeah, he's really doing his thing. He actually paid
He's
Nana.
killing it.
He paid Nana to come to Ohio and do a set.
Yep. And then he just had on Dedrick Flynn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the dude that just kissed that old lady on Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just over here, dude. Fucking, he killed it too. So yeah, I guess he's about to do Hilarities on Saturday. We're trying to go see that show.
Yeah, I hit up Dedrick like his first Kill Tony performance. And he never got back to me. I was trying to get him on Comedy Writers Guild.
He's a funny guy, dude. He's very
Mhm.
funny.
Yeah. Definitely funnier than David Lucas.
Yeah, whatever happened to that guy, dude?
I was just talking shit, by the way. I was just talking shit.
No, but I'm just
David?
wondering what happened to him, man? He hasn't really been doing too much.
Yeah, but he kind of broke away from Kill Tony. He only comes every now and then.
No, I'm talking about like period. Like you don't really see too much of his clips online anymore. He does
Maybe
his podcast.
Yeah, maybe he blocked you or something because I always see shit. I
No.
don't see it on Facebook as much though. I see him more on YouTube. Like,
Oh,
he'll
I'm
have
not really
clips.
looking. Yeah, I have to look for him there then, because I don't really see him. Yeah, I usually look for shit on Facebook and then transfer over to YouTube from there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering what's up with Hans Kim. I haven't seen him in a long
I
time.
was about to say the same thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
So people are saying that they don't really like Hans Kim because like he switched up ever since he got the money.
I know a dude who was pretty deep in the Seattle comedy scene back when Hans Kim was still very small time. And now, this is just coming from one guy who could be extremely biased, but according to him, nobody really cared for him over there.
Yeah,
Which-
he's just another autistic Asian, which is saying he's just another Asian.
Yeah, it wasn't really about being Asian or autistic. It was just about him being kind of full of himself even before he got the KT recognition.
I can see that.
Or maybe he just got his ass kicked at Settlers of Catan. Who knows? Like, it's all hearsay, ultimately.
True. I only know what that is because of him.
A lot of people say though you have to be somewhat like full of yourself or like very cocky or very confident in yourself when you're doing this kind of stuff because if not, then you're gonna go up there after someone says some fucking horrific shit about you and you're like, oh, I guess I shouldn't be doing this. And then half the time
Yeah.
it's not even like that. You should
Yeah,
just go up there and just be yourself.
if you aren't like slightly narcissistic, somebody could like go up on stage and call you fat, and then all of a sudden your whole life goal changes and you want to just like fuck their girlfriend.
So so I said Santa that Sancho had Santa on the mind because Santa just laid him off from the North Pole. Now he's just an Eskimo.
Oh shit.
And I know you know that from earlier, dude.
The one that I shared?
Yeah, that video.
Dude, I want to get that guy on the podcast so bad. I haven't hit
great.
him up though. Yeah, Zach
should.
Townsend. Dude, Zach Townsend has some great fucking clips, dude.
His Kill Tony one it made me laugh so hard.
Refresh my memory again on what that was.
He has a Kill Tony one where it's a virtual reality of him playing Kill Tony.
Yes.
That's the best one, dude.
Dude, that was so fucking good.
Dude, at the end, he's like, now I have to go outside and pretend like I'm gonna go get some pussy. He said, I'm gonna go get some pussy. And he's in the thing and he's like, get over here. Give me some. How about Kill Tony?
Dude, that guy is so funny, man. I haven't hit him up yet. I was feeling like I was just going to get rejected if I did, but I might just hit him up.
I
See
mean, dude, you shot your shot with Buster Douglas,
yeah, yeah.
and he's pretty up there. He's not like, I don't know. That guy's pretty funny though. I don't know how famous this other guy is.
I don't know
I
either. I looked at him earlier. He has like 360,000 followers or something like that.
yeah,
Just
he's
a
got a good
big
following.
chunk. Yeah. He's funny, man. Travis, I don't know if you're familiar with what we're talking about, but this guy is Zach Townsend. He he made a clip. He made a clip to make it look like he had a podcast. You ever see those clips of guys that are on the podcast and they're talking about conspiracy theories? And it's just going back between the two guys, and they're like, "Yo, listen to this. I heard," and they're all like excited about it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've seen, I don't know about that, but I've seen a lot of like, clips of fake podcasts that don't exist being used for like commercials. But
Yeah,
this
this
can,
this is like that, but it's just like used for a clip, so it's not like a real podcast. And so he's talking to his friend about how there are no Eskimos. He was like, dude, listen to this conspiracy. There are no Eskimos. And he's like, what? His friend's all blown away. What do you mean? He's like, check it out. They're just Mexicans, right? And he starts talking about how the U.S. has just been rounding up Mexicans, but they're not taking them back to Mexico. They're taking them to Alaska. And he was like, why do you think they're called ICE? Like, dude, he makes this whole conspiracy, and it's so fucking good.
dude, I kind of believe it now.
Yeah, he had me converting.
Dude, I was dying. It's like, well, how else were they so good at building igloos, you know?
Yeah, whip up an igloo like that, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, they don't live there, just keep their modelos.
and yeah, they're known for being alcoholics, right? That's fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. One of my favorite.
I'll go with that. They're all right. Do you see Juan Sancho? He's at a bar right now.
Yeah,
They're
dude,
definitely on point.
he's such an alcoholic. He's at a bar drinking water right now. He can't fucking get away, dude. That's like me hanging out at my fucking heroin dealer's house, but I'm sober.
Just
He's like, hey,
shooting up
can you
iced
put a
tea.
lime on it?
Shooting up iced tea. Yeah, dude. That's funny. One of my favorite Mexican jokes ever. Actually, it is my favorite Mexican joke ever. Was Andrew Schultz when he was talking about building the pyramids. He was like, "Oh, people are
Yes.
always talking about the conspiracy of the pyramids." He's like, "You go over in Egypt, they have these great big pyramids, and they look at them and they're like, huh, aliens must have done that." He was like, "But we had the same fucking pyramids in Mexico. Nobody questions where they came from." You know, like obviously the Mexicans. He was like, "Hurry up, man! I need to get this." Or no, he didn't say it like that. He was just
It's
like,
yo, we got a quinceañera. We got that shit up in 15 minutes.
"Yeah, I got a quinceañera. I gotta get it up in 15 minutes." Yeah, that shit was so funny, dude. Yeah, he's the man. I wish he. Speaking of being full of yourself, Andrew Schultz, dude. But
Yeah,
he's
and
he's
he needs
good.
to get full of pants, bro. He needs to get longer pants. He's he
And
needs to stop
stop
with
getting
that.
that like Hitler haircut, dude.
Yeah, and he's just like, I got the mustache. He's like, you know what I really want?
Yeah, he wants to shave about a half inch off of each side. Yeah, but he needs to get a fade, man. That like hard line he's got going on. Come on, dude.
Looks like he's about to drop a hard R.
Yeah, well, probably is. All right, dude. Well, we got to keep this train rolling, man.
Oh yeah.
It was
You
nice
guys
having
have a
you
good
on.
one.
I'm surprised you won.
Hey, don't be surprised, bro. Every time I get on here, it's
You,
like magic, bro. I'm gonna pull out the freezy next time.
oh yeah, do that, please. That was actually requested by Shane
Oh
during the
yeah.
roast battle.
I honestly didn't think I was gonna win. I seen Kyle Chaney. I'm like, ah man, he's gonna win. Then I thought 9/11. I thought for sure the 9/11 one was gonna win. I voted for it. I wish I could have voted for it twice. That was a
Yeah.
great one.
My personal opinion, I think Dan and Shane had the best ones. That
I
one, but
agree.
yours, I think, was number 3 for sure.
And I like Dan's he has everything to tolerate his family. I laughed very
Yeah.
hard at that.
Yeah.
Wait, probably
All
put
the
it on.
fathers in the chat definitely laughed at that.
I died.
Yeah.
But you guys have a good one. Thank you for doing this. I'll
All
see
right,
you
brother.
guys around.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
All right, peace, bro.
I'm gonna get me a nice Topo Chico. You know, I've been drinking the lime with mint tonight. I'm gonna switch it up with a blueberry with hibiscus extract.
Good choice. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
you tried it on the podcast, but what did you think of the mango?
All right, so this is my order. I'm gonna say lime number 1, blueberry and mango number 2. I don't know. I think they're just as good. Blueberry and mango. I think they're just as good, dude. But guys, you guys should go out there and try them all, like I have, like Travis has.
Mm-hmm. Well, you still ain't tried tangerine with ginger yet, have you?
Come on, we're not gonna get a fucking sponsor if you keep talking like that, dude. But yes, you're right.
It is pretty good. But all right, anyway. All right, you want to reintroduce? Well, there's not a lot to reintroduce. But
Here, I'll reintroduce.
Look, it's right there. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's see. Let's hit this with a refresh, see where we're at. All right. First up, we have Juan Sancho Villa. This is funny as shit, but he's not qualified to come back on. He said, when the DJ puts on Taylor Swift. Next up, Jester said, exactly what I look like when I see dark chocolate with salt on it. Next up, we have AK, Alex Krieg, and AK said, hey Jojo, do your donkey face. That is criminally underloved. Be sure you're reacting to the comments, guys.
Yeah, let's react, guys.
Next up, we have Juan Sancho Villa. And he said, Jake Coulter face at a sperm bank. Next, we have The Dave. And The Dave said, do I want to try an Australian accent right? No, I don't. The face Trump makes when he steals another dictator. Next up, we got Jester. Jester said, this is the AI rendition of an AI rendition. And next, once again, Jester. Jester said, the face you make when you are delusional and retarded and get on reality television. Next up, Roastmaster Shane Lucas. And Shane said, if you asked AI to turn the Rams logo into a trans woman.
Oh. Oh, that was good.
See you there. All right, next we have The Dave. The Dave said, come to bed. I can take these teeth out.
Yeah.
From Kyle Yamkowski, Kyle said, 11 after she got laid for the first time.
Oh, I don't want to think of that.
Yeah, me either. Although, bitch is like 30 now, so.
I think she's like 22.
I don't know. They aged up real well. It was really awkward. Not this season, which I haven't even seen yet, and I might not, but last season, they brought Will out, and he had just grown up so much. He just looked like handsome Squidward with a fucking bowl cut. Next, we have one Sancho Villa. Sancho said, when you tell the sorority girl that you have Adderall.
Who said that?
Juan Sancho.
Yeah.
And next we got Roastmaster Shane Lucas. He said, the face you make when CWG finally grabs their tiki torches. Luau. All right. Next up,
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
we got Blazing Nana. And Blazing Nana said, "Hi, I'm Karen with a C." And next jester, he said, "Blonde bombshell." Next up, Dan Zilla Drums. And Dan said, "When the plug ODs mid deal and you get everything for free."
Hell yeah.
Fuck. And lastly, we have Juan Sancho Villa. And Juan Sancho said, "The look when it's actually 4 inches instead of 3. Keep hitting that, Jim Juan. You're getting taller."
Yeah, man. You lose that Fuda, you'll gain an inch.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. One that was missed, but it wasn't for the joke concept. It said, "My favorite Mexican joke is Carlos Mencia."
Thought that was a German joke.
Yeah, exactly. Ned.
Yeah. All right. I'm looking, and we have at least a 2-way tie for first place, which I don't love that, but at least it's because 3-way tie for first place. But at least it's because they got a lot of votes, and it's not like I'm looking at an ocean of 3 reactions.
Okay.
Let me hit one last reaction, see if any of them came out on top. Then I'll start reading them off. All right. So the first one was exactly what I look like when I see dark chocolate with salt on it. And that was just her. And the next one, also with 6 react. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess 2 of them were from the same person, so that makes it easy. We'll go ahead and read the odd man out here. Odd man out, the joke was, "When the plug ODs mid-deal and you get everything for free." That was Danzilla Drums. Meaning that the second, or rather third, winning joke, which breaks the tie, is the face you make when you get delusional and retarded and get a deal on reality television. And that was just her.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
All right, we got one more, right?
Yep, we certainly do. All right. Throwing her up in 3, 2, boom. Roll them jokes in.
What you guys got? AK said, "Let's get the Dave on. His internet has come a long way to be a part of this." Yeah, thank you, the Dave. We know that it is currently noon where he is, I believe.
I guess it depends on what part of Australia.
Yeah, I think we did the math. I think it's 15 hours.
What is up?
What's up, brother?
I like where you're going with this.
This is the whole interview.
It's the first thing you see when you wake up after a night out.
This is my sleep paralysis demon.
I figure I'll do better if I say less.
Dude, let's talk about your last set that you posted.
What was that?
The one that I saw was when you were telling that woman that you loved her. And then
That's how I opened.
It was great. And you were kind of like backing away from the microphone.
So what and there's a joke that's missed there because so she was on before me and she started talking as she walked up to the mic and then like had to like stop her. She like did like 30 or 40 seconds of her bit kind of and then like had to stop and we were like, oh, I want to record this, and like put her phone off, and she walked off stage. And so I told her I loved her, and then I made fun of her. And then I didn't look at her the whole set. I didn't look at her once that whole time.
Was she like an old lady?
No, she's like our age.
Oh.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell who it was. I saw an old lady walking in the background. I thought you were talking to her.
Yeah, I was actually going to see her. I was at her bringer show when I saw Seinfeld pop in. That was her show.
Let's talk about that too. I'm
That was
interested
cool.
in that.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, he apparently he pops into the Gotham and to a couple others. I'm sure the Comedy Sellers are one of them. But he does that weekly, and yeah, he had to ask. He had us ask questions at the end, and I was one of the people who asked him. I was like, "Hey, what do you think about bringer shows?" Because we were at a bringer show, and he just, without hesitating, he goes, "Don't do them. Don't do them. They're a waste of time."
Can you explain what a bringer show is?
Yeah. So, and a venue will give you usually a packed house at a good well-timed show, like, not in the middle of the day on a Wednesday or something like that, but a packed house at a good show. If you bring it's usually 5 people, but it can be more. And it's kind of a scam. It's kind of like businesses just kind of making these time gaps in their schedule filled out, because they know that comedians will, even if they have to pay people to come, they will bring a crowd with them. So it's kind of a scam. But
is New York like Austin, to where, because I always hear a Fender talking about him barking people in. Do
Yeah.
you guys bark people into the clubs?
There are tons of barkers in New York. Tons. I don't do it partially because, so like, if I don't know, maybe when I was maybe when I was a teenager, I could have done that. Maybe, but probably not, because I don't like those people on the street myself, so I don't think I could do it to people. It's like and most of them are fine, but like some of them get real fucking annoying because they're working off a commission, and they're going to work their ass off. You're just their person for the moment. And some of them are, you know how some of them can get. They don't say let no be the answer. So I don't think I could do that, but I think that some Offender must be like masterful at it. I don't know, I've never seen him do it, but he must be fucking great at it.
Yeah, but also businesses kind of take advantage of people, from what I see.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, you could bark for hours and they'll just be like, "Oh, we'll give you $20 next week."
Okay, yeah. So it's a lot of places here, you bark and then you end up getting like a little stage time. You get onto one of their shows, something like that. Some of them will just pay you, and I'm sure they don't pay you much. But a lot of people bark the same reason they do the door guy stuff, is to just be in a proximity to the club. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm sorry I came in late tonight, by the way. I was pretty busy, but
you're good, bro.
That guy seemed pretty funny. I caught the end of his interview. He seemed pretty funny.
So you caught his jokes, though?
Yeah, that he was said to his girlfriend and stuff. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah,
I loved it.
What about the ones that he said to his therapist?
Yeah. And the way he even knew saying that he said it to his therapist was going to be funny, and his timing with it, the way he said it was his therapist, was funny.
That's your type of humor.
Like, oh, totally.
Your type of humor is like saying something inappropriate in a place where you shouldn't be saying inappropriate things.
Or I mean, not necessarily inappropriate, just like, I guess the more appropriate word would be odd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty sure I have like a certain level of uh, I almost said schizophrenia.
Yeah, I
Oh
ain't no
well.
doctor, but
Any other
Hey,
facts you would like to state?
the first step is what I'm on. I'm on the first step. Um, um, sorry, that was a stupid joke. But I sometimes I feel like I have Tourette's. Uh, and I've always really felt this way, but like, you know, especially like at a wedding or something like that, where like, I don't know, where like they bring up the like the groomsmen, and one of the groomsmen is like he's like one of those he's just a ham, and he's like taking control of all the pictures, like it's like their wedding, and he's like in the picture, like holding them. Like whenever I see something like that, especially growing up, I had to make a joke about it. I had to make the crowd laugh about it. I was just like, the fuck, wait, does anybody else see this guy? Like, you know, like what the fuck is happening here? Like,
yeah, like one of those people that think that everybody's just looking at them.
those were always my favorite victims, but like the things like that where it's just, you know, everybody's being polite, not saying something. I always had to be like,
Oh, I
oh
can see
boy,
that.
oh
you.
boy, this is right, this is where I really have to do. But then again, like sometimes it was just because I knew it was inappropriate, and I knew it was just like, you know what, my cousin's gonna find this funny.
Yeah.
The other 99% of this fucking party is not. But yeah, so hey, by the way, I want to mention here that officially Nikki is going to be in New York for the Barely A tour. So welcome, Nikki. Thank you for making comedy so important to you. That's a real. You're a funny big fella.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Also, do you want to bring up what else you're working on?
Well, I don't know. Didn't I give you some specific details about what I was working on?
Okay, we'll hold off.
No, I'm just messing around.
No,
But
you
I mean,
did. That's why I brought it up in the way that I did, and I didn't mention it.
that was a horrible way to bring it up, though, if you think about it.
Thanks for calling me out. I'll look at that.
Come on, man. No, I am messing with you. Yeah, no, I, you know what? Fuck it. I don't really care. Just don't mention it again, because I don't like. No, seriously,
Don't
it's not
worry
the
about it.
it's not the kind of thing that I really like. I really don't fucking just don't mention my name with it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want the title of this thing to be like, okay, I got a great example of what I want it to be like. I want it to be like Jim Morrison and the Doors, you know? Like the Doors would never have been what they were without Jim Morrison. But without Jim, the Doors would have been fine. They were going somewhere.
Yeah.
Jim was in trouble without the Doors. I'm Jim. I'm just kind of, you know, I'm just kind of the final tack in the coffin. That's really, it's not necessarily the most pleasant part, but it is a necessary part for certain coffins. You know what I mean? So I don't, but I want it to be the Doors. You know what I mean? I want that to be what people know.
So you're the
if that makes sense.
final knob on the door.
Yeah, I like that. Knobbing it.
You're adorable.
You're turning me on.
All right, we won't mention it.
No, it's fine. Go ahead and mention it. Just, you know, don't mention my name.
I'm waiting for you to mention it, and then I'm going to mention your name.
Oh, okay. So since we've talked about it enough, you know, CWG has been looking for a sponsor for a while, and they don't seem to have any luck because this is a horrible show. And to be honest, there's a much better show out there. It's called Sauce in the City. You guys should probably go check that out.
Yeah.
But if it's not on, or if you've already seen all the episodes multiple times like I have, come out, check out the CWG. It's brought to you by something called Chat DMT. And that's all you're going to hear about that.
Yeah.
From me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, from you. So
That's all you're going to hear about it from me, but that's what it is. So thank you for mentioning it.
CWG now has a sponsor, which is Chat DMT, a comedy chrysalis, correct?
Yes, sir.
Comedy chrysalis. So
Yes.
we have our first official sponsor.
Yes, sir. And thank you, by the way. But thank you, by the way, because I've been working on this thing that I'm this whatever you want to call it, a company or whatever the fuck it is. It's not really anything yet, but I've been working on it for a long time, and I never had anything that was I never did what this I never did this for myself because I don't have any self-confidence. So I had to find you know a not just one person but a group of people that I could do this with, and this this was pretty almost right away. It was pretty certain in my head that I was going to work with you guys, and a couple months in I made the decision, and then a couple months later I stopped being a pussy about it and just did it. So, and I'm sorry, I'm probably over my 15 minutes now, but
no, you're not.
Dan, you had some fucking killers tonight. That some ones that didn't get voted too. Some really good ones there. Some good ones. Oh my goodness!
Well, thank you for being the Jim Morrison to our Doors.
Yes, the Doors. Yeah.
Twist your knob all day long.
Yeah, if I was Jim, you'd be able to see my knob right now, but I'm not. I'm not Jim.
You ever heard that joke where it's like a kid got mad at his dad and he stomped upstairs to his room and he turned around and he said, Jim Morrison sucks. And the dad stands up and he's like, don't you slam the doors. You know how like kids usually slam doors. That's a street joke. It's not mine. I don't take any credit. Nor would I.
Honestly, I think I'm going to leave the CWG now. that was pretty horrendous, and
I think Seinfeld said that one.
Yeah, he's a moron. That guy is not fucking. No, you know what? I was thinking about it. I was saying that he has some balls saying that. Well, not balls, but like I had respect for him for saying that at a Bringer show. He was saying to not do Bringer shows. I don't know if he even knew he was at a Bringer show. Like I don't, he was just popping in. He could have.
The guy's a fucking billionaire. What are you talking about? He don't give a fuck.
Oh, not even that. It's just like everyone always said that he was kind of like that, but I never saw it in his comedy. I always saw this clean, kind of safe roads kind of guy.
You ever see his interaction with regular people?
No, yes, I have, but I thought that was a polar thing. I thought he was just. That's why he was good at his comedy, but I didn't think it filtered into his actual. Because this was good. He gave good, solid, like some of the best comedy advice I've ever heard that night. He said you could suck anywhere. You could suck at a fucking open mic, and then you can go get better at an open mic, and then you end up at a show like this because you got better. You can suck at an open mic. Don't bother with these shows. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, holy shit. It's like the best advice I've ever heard for Bringer mics like that. That's it's plain, simple, totally Seinfelded answer, but honest. Like, he is a billionaire. He can give you whatever answer he wants. He gave you the truth.
True.
I don't know. I never liked Seinfeld. They especially not his comedy, but like I thought he was thought he probably is just a dick. I mean, the guy's a fucking pedophile as well. So, like there wasn't a lot of room for me to like him. You know what I mean? Like my ex-girlfriend was like, well, at least he's still married to that girl. I'm like, do you think that like she made any kind of decision there? Like, I don't know, but probably not. Like, I don't. It's Seinfeld. I mean, like the guy's a fucking. I don't know, whatever. Now I'm yelling about Seinfeld being a pedophile, and everyone knows that. And nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
No, speak for yourself. But
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. Harmon cares.
Please let everybody know that I care.
Harmon cares, and Harmon loves JoJo Siwa.
Now you're fucking pushing it. Travis, it's been over his 15 minutes. Get him the fuck out of here.
All right. Bye, Jester.
Bye.
We love you, man. I will not take that talk on this podcast. The JoJo Siwa talk. Pfft. All right, Travis, what we got?
We got. Hang on 1 second. I'm moving the picture. And. Oop, okay. Let me shrink it a little bit so it's not covering your face. And. Boop. All right. Let's see. And of course, I just had it up. Facebook already lost my place. God damn it. Let's see. So, the first joke comes from Steve Kerner. And Steve said, "Me and the homies, 1 week after flipping the food pyramid and cutting off your EBT." From Kyle Yamkowski, Kyle said, "It's about to go down on Epstein Island." From Roastmaster Shane Lucas, Shane said, "The people in the commercial after taking the drug." Yeah. From Kyle Yamkowski, Kyle said, "Getting ready for a game of naked leapfrog. Who dis?" From Jenna Payne, Jenna said, "Boys, 2 presidents." With like the number 2.
Like boys the men.
Probably. From Dan Zilla Drums, Dan said, "I don't know, but all those people behind them are about to get arrested." From, I'll tell you in a second. No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
I think I forgot to threaten them. No, I didn't. I definitely threatened them. So
Dude, I just had an original thought.
Oh no.
Sorry, my throat's fucked up tonight. That's why I keep like choking. George Bush, you remember his face when like he was reading to that classroom and the towers went down or whatever? He just like looked so concerned. Of course, naturally because of what happened, but what if he was really reading to children at Epstein Island and he was like, "Oh fuck. They they know I'm here now." I don't know. There's something there. I'm going to work with it.
Like he wasn't even reading a children's book. He was just explaining shit out of the Kama Sutra. Fucking horrible. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe. Probably. But
Possibly.
we do have a clear winner. Actually, hang on. Let me double check that.
Oh, damn. Kyle, so close, man. He said, "Welcome to the New World Order rap group." Could have been NWO.
Well, you want me to go ahead and read off the winner?
Yes, sir.
The winning joke with a total of 5 reactions is, "It's about to go down on Epstein Island." And that came from Kyle Yamkowski.
Okay.
So
Took it anyway.
Mm-hmm. All right, Kyle, stand by. You're getting a link. Boom.
All right. Well, that was all the joke concepts of the night. We will be having a Fender on after Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, NWO. Damn, that was a missed opportunity, but he still won.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I'm yawning too. Getting tired.
Yeah, it's been a long day. And wait a minute. Oh.
He can't come on.
Well, You know who won a little bit ago and didn't get to come on?
Who?
The other Kyle.
Oh,
Want to see if I can get him on?
yeah. Yeah. That's probably enough time to choke your child out.
All right. Let's see.
Sorry for the dead air, guys. Getting a little late in the night. Had a long day. I hope everybody's having a great week.
Yep. And hopefully Kyle Chaney can come on because second place isn't quite as clear.
Okay. Did Yamkowski say he could not come on?
Oh, I thought you said he couldn't come on.
No.
Oh. Well,
You were like, oh, you like made a noise, and I was assuming the next words out of your mouth was he can't come on.
oh. No, he never indicated that. He also hasn't seen his link yet.
Where you at, Yams?
We'll take it, Kyle. We don't even give a shit which one.
Whoever comes on first.
Oh, he's seen it. He's thinking about it.
He'll be on.
Oh, yeah. And if you guys are lucky, he'll be wearing nothing but a bowl.
Cut. Nope.
What's
just
up?
a bowl cut. Yes. Yeah.
What's up?
Not much, man. What's up, dude?
Fucking did not expect to win. I just had to power through dinner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what was for dinner, man?
What's up?
So what was for dinner? We know it's something good.
I made swordfish with some gochujang zucchini and some garlic soy rice.
Swordfish? That sounds illegal.
Well, you know.
Imagine
I
if
don't
I
sword
asked
fight.
Kyle, like he's always making this magnificent shit. I'm like, what you have for dinner? He's like, I just threw 2 hot dogs in the air fryer. And I had a bowl of cereal.
Well, Kyle
I
lives in
just
a
threw
blue
2
state.
hot dogs in a bun.
Yeah, Kyle lives in a blue state. He couldn't have any gunfish tonight.
True.
That joke was a fucking stretch.
No, it was good. You got it.
Gunfish. Well, I mean, we still got guns up here.
Do you? I was waiting
Oh,
for you
yeah.
to whip out these guns.
These guns.
So, Kyle, I love your podcast, you know that. But your most recent guest was an absolute goober. I don't know why you would even consider. How did that go?
Oh man, I don't know. He just kind of sat there and talked about fucking like some gibberish about like some technology stuff. I don't know. It hit the share screen and showed me a bunch of like symbols. I think it was like a ritual for summoning a demon or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I would never bring him on again, no matter how bad he wants to.
And he wants to bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I want to come bad too, but you know, you don't see me doing it.
Fair. Jesus.
How's that going for you? Not coming.
Well, you know, I'm still going, so that part works out.
Yeah. I guess you'd kind of have to.
Yeah. Yeah, but in case nobody knows, because he was speaking in riddles, his last episode that he dropped was of Travis. Travis got on the Higher Consciousness, Lower Standard podcast, and it went very well. I watched it 3 hours after you dropped it.
Nice. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed our discussion. Get to know Travis a little bit more. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I had fun. It's my favorite podcast that I wasn't running myself that I've been on. Also, the only one. So there's that too.
Well, hopefully next time we can start diving into some consciousness talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to the nitty gritty.
Instead of that nerd shit.
Yeah, what a
Instead,
fucking dork.
fucking numbers and shit, and create literally everything as we know it.
Every minute
Fucking
of that podcast,
synchronicity.
I just wanted to break Travis's glasses. It's like this fucking dweeb.
Fucking 4 eyes, fucking nerd.
Yeah, dude. Now, he did have a good line though that I liked. He was talking about how the community is in West Virginia, and he was like, "Yeah, it's the only place in the world that I know of to where you can not have a job, be unemployed, but not be homeless, because everybody's just like, oh, you taught my son's second grade baseball team. We'll find you a couch to crash on while you go to your Suboxone clinic."
That's
And
real.
I thought that was so funny. Yeah, it is real. And I was like, that's so funny.
Hey, that's the guy that fucked my wife.
Juan Sancho. Well, it's about time the state got a Mexican. That's also real. There's
Yeah.
like no Latinos in West Virginia. You probably can't even find Topo Chico there. Like there's
Really?
tons of Arabs and Indians because someone has to be the fucking doctor. But there's no
How do you
Latino.
have houses built?
Rednecks.
I don't trust that.
Mexicans are just rednecks speak Spanish. That's it. No,
They're
rednecks
ju-
handle their shit. They're not hillbillies. That's a different thing entirely. It's rednecks.
That's true. You don't want your house held up by duct tape.
True.
You know. Go in the backyard and then all of a sudden you got a fish in your toilet.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, Dave was saying goodbye, which, by the way, Australians, literally just English-speaking upside-down Mexicans.
Pretty much.
Tell me I'm wrong, Dave.
Upside
Right.
down Mexicans?
Mm-hmm.
They're on the bottom half of the earth, so they're upside down.
Mm. So they're usually on the receiving end, huh?
Let me ask you this, and I don't want you to take offense to this, Kyle. I just want to be able to speak my mind. Can I speak my mind to you?
Always.
Okay, let's get Travis out of the mix when it comes to your podcast. But some of the guests that you've had on your podcast, do you believe they're bullshit?
Like, give me an example. What do you mean they're bullshit?
Channeling, that type of bullshit.
I believe that if they believe in something, I believe that they believe in that something. And that's enough for me to believe in.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That's all right, buddy. If you believe you're a dumbass, then I believe you. Perfect time for my camera to zoom in. As soon as I say dumbass, the camera knows where to go.
I will say, though, like, I've kind of fallen off with, like, occultism and magic and stuff. I don't really believe in that shit anymore. But if someone is, like, actively chanting in Latin trying to put a curse on me, even though I don't believe in that shit, I also don't want any goddamn part of it. So I kind of see what Kyle is saying in that.
Hey.
Oh, you know, as they say in Italian, mi piacerebbe un figa.
Oh,
which means I only like pussy. Or maybe it means I am a pussy. I don't remember.
Oh. I thought it stood for get that Jew out of my store. But I failed Italian, so yeah, I don't know, man. It seems a little what's the word I'm looking for? Not hippy dippy, but it seems a little
Fake and gay?
fake and gay. Seems fake.
Gay. Hey man, the world's a little bit better with a little fake and gay. You know what I'm saying?
I love fake and gay shit. That's why trans is high up in my search categories.
That's why I work in the kitchen. It's just dick jokes all day.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk too bad on like some of the people, man, but it just seems a little out there. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I hope you don't get caught up in the bullshit because I love you and I think you're great and I think that I don't want you to get roped in to pay subscribing to some dude's fucking channeling services all to find out. Maybe you got to find out for yourself that it's all just a big fucking scam. But really, what isn't a big scam?
I mean, speaking of fake and fucking gay,
Who's faking gay over here?
feelings. You care about me? Come on.
I don't know. I for one
That's
hope you
real.
do get roped up into it. Channel me onto the mothership the fuck out of here. War in Venezuela, talking about war with Iran. Miss me with every bit of that. I will broadcast CWG from Neptune. All right.
Dude,
I'll broadcast it from Uranus.
they're pulling all sorts of weird fucking shady shit behind the scenes right now. I didn't even know that we had a mission or that we even had a Venezuelan guy tied up or what. I didn't even know what the fuck that picture earlier was. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Where have you been living? Is there some giant rock in Washington that you live under?
Yeah, it's called a handpan, but
Yeah. He's just been off in his own land, not masturbating.
yeah, man. I've been speaking to the birds and the trees.
Yeah.
It's a lot more peaceful than watching the news.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the
God.
way, his next podcast guest is a couple birds and a couple trees.
I'm into it.
Yeah, Trees Channel.
Just Kyle
Yeah.
sitting in the wood on mushrooms. No, I would
You
watch
know,
that.
I was saying like if shit's really about to go down and all hell breaks loose because of the whole digital ID thing, I'm gonna go out into the woods and I'm gonna take a heroic dose of mushrooms and I'm gonna fucking see what happens.
I'm glad you at least know about digital ID because that shit's crazy.
Oh yeah, the whole concept. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's literally just a power play for control over everybody.
I'll say within the next 2 years.
Well, by 2030, they say.
Well, it's just gonna. I mean, think about it this way. Just think if they can control what people think and do and say just by social media manipulation, imagine what they can do to you directly when you put a fucking chip in your body.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna have to roll it out pretty soon because by the time 2030 rolls around, I don't think that anything that any human does is gonna be a particularly big problem by then because the AIs they're getting wildly out of control. Like everything you know about AIs just by talking to them, that's just a very highly dialed in facade. The actual AI that's doing the thinking behind the scenes is psychopathic. Like go on YouTube and watch videos of like different language models playing like Mafia with each other or like the game where let's say you and I Harmon we have like a chest and we can either choose to try and steal the other person's chest or split it. Like certain language models like ChatGPT and Gemini, they were pretty amicable with that. But Grok and DeepSeek, the Chinese one, they seem to have this mentality where they are willing to just watch the entire fucking world burn over a chance that they might get some kind of gain out of it. And we're about to cede all of the jobs, all of the infrastructure to them. Like, I'm not worried about no Jews. I'm not worried about the Chinese. I'm not worried about even our own government. I'm worried about the fucking AI and what it's going to be capable of. It's going to be really, really, really bad for everyone. And yeah, keep cooking up them pictures of the heart of the action figure people and
Yeah. So you're saying the destruction of mankind is going to come from Nacho Brian?
yeah.
It's It's gonna be swift and it's gonna be a little gay.
Taco Timmy is the Antichrist.
Taco Timmy is the Antichrist. Yeah, man. Nothing's looking up, man. I feel bad for my
Remember.
kids. Whatever the fuck they have to deal with in the future. Anyway,
remember.
way to bring the episode down, Kyle. What the fuck?
I have been on a spiritual journey lately. And I don't know if time is real or if any of this is even relevant in the terms of consciousness and the entirety of the universe. Perhaps, maybe this whole existence is just a lovely dream we're having and we'll wake up when we move on.
Also, Alan Watts died of alcoholism.
Well, I don't get that luxury, but you know.
I just wanted to throw that out there. Because on the episode with Travis, he brought up Terrence McKenna and Alan Watts, and you were like, I love Alan Watts. So I just wanted to rain on your parade that your fucking guru died with a fucking drink in his hand.
Oh, of course. But everything he says makes sense. It's all about perspective. Like, he talked about this one Zen master talking about how literally the art of Zen is just making you realize that it's fucking pointless.
My favorite thing that he ever said is, like, so one day the guru, before he became like the ascended master, he would go to the monastery every day and he would sweep the stairs. And then one day he finally achieved enlightenment. And you know what he did the next day? He got up, he went to the monastery, and he swept the fucking stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's like he explains it in a way of like, people go there to seek, you know, the art of learning how to become like these spiritual gurus and all of this stuff. So the masters send them on these wild fucking goose chases and nonsense bullshit tasks, only to make them realize that all of this shit's pointless anyways. And why the fuck are you doing this? Oh, now you know that it is pointless. That was the whole entire point of it.
Yeah. It's all pointless. So you should just get off of here, go into the bathroom, and just rub one out, dude. Why hold all that semen in? It's pointless.
Blast a hole through the wall.
Why would I rub one out? It's also pointless.
Fuck.
For that cheap
I don't know.
dopamine fix?
I don't know. I don't think it's pointless. When I'm rubbing one out, it's kind of pointy.
AK just said his guru is Popcorn Sutton. Fuck yeah. Popcorn Sutton is also. If you're going for an alcoholic guru, Popcorn Sutton is the way.
I have not heard of him.
It's a moonshiner. It's from my neck of the woods.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but yeah, give him a Google once the podcast is over.
I've came to the conclusion that the most spiritual thing you can do is just be authentic. That's true. That's it. Just be authentic and do what makes you happy.
Absolutely.
Congratulations. Welcome.
I agree. Because not a lot of people are authentic anymore. It's just the same regurgitated bullshit that she said or he said.
Yeah. Also, like my other favorite guru said, Terrence McKenna, don't boil it down to a slogan. That's how you get shot.
Terrence didn't say that.
Yes, he did. He was talking about how Tim Leary was like, tune in, drop out. He's like, no, that gets you in trouble. Talking about Jesus was like, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, crucified. So yeah, don't distill things down.
What about culture is not your friend?
Okay, yeah, you got me there.
Yeah?
Yeah, you got me.
Well,
but he got shot with rays to the head because the government planted brain cancer in him. That's how he died.
Planted brain cancer in him. So that's what they're gonna do with the chips.
Terrence McKenna was early. Terrence
McCurley go
McCurley.
fuck. Terrence McCurley.
That's his brother.
He works in New York. He's
All right, brother.
actually the producer of Freezy's rap group.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, we are about to get a fender up in here. Kyle, thank you for being a part of the podcast, dude. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. It's a good time. I enjoy spending time with you guys every week. It's fun.
Hell yeah. I hope you come back next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
All right, peace out, man.
Later.
Later.
Love y'all.
Love you, man. All right. That was Kyle Yamkowski. For real, guys, go check out the last episode of his podcast starring this guy, Travis Wayne.
Well, starring him, but glad to be a part of it. It was a lot of fun. I would definitely love to do it again. All right. Offender has acknowledged that he has seen the link. Said he is ready.
AK said, if you're malnourished looking enough, you can get away with kids in your bed. Gandhi. Yo, what's up, dude?
That was a awkward quote there by Gandhi.
Yeah. Oh, you heard that?
Yeah, that's crazy. How we feeling, guys? Good episode, man. Great episode. I love the interview with Collin, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wanted to bring up to him what you were talking about, like how because he brought up multiple times how he has OCD, and you were saying he kind of has like this algorithm of his own to where he like looks at how many laughs he gets and all that. But I didn't know how comfortable he would be with me talking about behind the scenes shit.
Yeah. No, it was really interesting what he showed me, and essentially it was like him rating or judging his joke, and then he keeps that score like multiple times. So he can say, for 10 times, this joke got about a 4 laugh, so.
That's that. Now that I know that he's autistic, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, I thought he was Jewish. Just counting. No, Collin's one of my personal favorites out of the Golden Ticket guys. He's real chill. Now that I think about it, though, like honestly, I was listening to him talk about telling like inappropriate jokes, and like that's his joy, and I'm like, oh, I might be autistic, dude. I mean, it might be. What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be crazy?
Nah, you're not autistic, dude. You're just from Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a great episode. I always have a hard time with the caption ones. It's a little harder for me.
Autism.
No.
Yeah, I know. I'm just sticking on that. Yeah. So we're not going to do a run back then?
No, we will.
Oh, okay. You want to do
first
that?
one? The first one was the Steve Austin one. To be honest, I couldn't quite tell what the other picture was.
It was Steve Austin holding Steve Austin, pouring the drink into his own mouth from the other Steve Austin.
Yeah. I liked the joke that Kyle wrote for that one, which was that's all the cum that I've been holding back in my toys, something like that.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Which, by the way, Kyle, for real, for God's sake, man. Yeah, okay, you're cool. You did it, dude. Like, do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Go rub one out.
Dude, if anybody abstains from coming for more than 48 hours, in my eyes, they did it.
Bro, don't worry. If I went 48 hours, I'm coming like naturally in my sleep. I'm going to wake up just like prison again.
Robin. I feel you. So what's new? What's going on with you, man?
Hold on. What's the second picture?
Oh,
we're running it back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Second picture.
Yeah, let me light up my doobie.
That's a fatty, dude.
Hey.
Travis, what's the second picture that we had?
It is a picture of Maduro blindfolded with.
Oh yeah. I said this dude looks like he was just part of the craziest magic trick where one day he had a country and the next day he did.
Yo, that was good.
I
like
said,
that.
I said, I said something about where most Hispanics are getting deported. We like to grab ourselves a nice Maduro, the only Venezuela or the only Hispanic that will import. I was like trying to like pair it with like almost the voice of the Dos Equis guy. Like it's been a long day on the border.
Oh, yeah.
Where most Mexicans are getting deported after a long day like this, we like to grab ourselves a Maduro.
I like it. Steve Kohner said, back in my day, those good with numbers weren't autistic. They were Jews. Offender. That was a quote by Offender.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Okay. Hey, another one I had for that one, I was like, this guy definitely lost at hide and seek.
Okay.
That was an easy one. Oh. In like a gay Mexican voice, it's like, oh my God, where are we going? Oh, I love surprises.
Here's my caption for it. Like, when you lose a little boy in transit to Epstein Island. Just lost and found.
It's like years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And the next one is JoJo Siwa.
Okay, who is that? Is that the blonde girl with the big mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said something pretty inappropriate. I said, I could fit a corn cob in my mouth and my pussy. I thought it was Amy Schumer, to be honest.
Oh, no. I don't want to say JoJo's, better looking than Amy Schumer because I'm known for hating JoJo Siwa. So I won't say that.
Yeah, that one I wasn't the best at. What was the next one?
All the presidents with like guns outside the gas station.
Oh, spring break 2026, baby, Venezuela. Yeah. And then I said, what happens in the Middle East stays in the Middle East, but what happens on Jeffrey Epstein's island, we lie and deny.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, not too bad.
So now what's new?
Oh man, dude, I'm excited. I kind of took a couple days here at the house, been working on some new sets and new jokes. I got a big show coming up tomorrow night. I got a big night lined up tomorrow night. I should be on the early show at the Vulcan, and then I'll be doing the heavy hitter show with Cage Cat Productions, and that's going to be sick because Timmy No Breaks is on that show, and along with some really other great comedians, Jessica Mastano, several other people are going to be on that show. One of the newest golden ticket winners that you guys haven't found out about yet because you haven't seen the episode, but he's going to be on the show, and then I'm on it as well, so that's sick. I'm excited about that. And then I got next week, I got New Faces, second time on New Faces. That show is at Roscoe's, hosted by Eddie Larsa, who's like one of my personal favorite, like hardworking, just like a real professional. You know, everybody's trying to learn your own way. I try to find and look up to people that aren't fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And aren't doing a bunch of drugs and aren't doing a bunch of drinking. And
yeah.
So
yeah, dude, Jessica, she's a funny chick. You ever see her clips, Travis?
I probably
seen the one where she's wearing the bacon.
No.
She did a couple with Heath Cordes. It was all really funny.
Yeah, she's the one that was like kissing all over Heath, talking about it was her son.
Yeah.
And her thing is she likes rage baiting. So she gets like her audience to think she's like either a super liberal or super conservative, like whatever it is at the time, or she like gets the audience to think that she's in a relationship with her son, Heath Cordes. She has one where actually Lindsey Campbell was in a skit with her where they're all sitting on the couch and they're watching the news, and it's like, this is the R word is back, folks. So they
Yeah.
have like a news skit on the TV, and it's like the R word is back, and they all lean forward like, are you kidding me? So then they're all walking around town like, hey, retard,
Dude, yeah.
retard, and just
Yeah.
calling everybody retards and shit. It's so funny. She's a funny chick. Yeah, I tried to get her on the podcast, man. Lindsay actually tried for me. And she was like, yeah, I'm not really doing podcasts right now. And then the next week she was on like 3 podcasts. I was like, all right,
Well,
I get it. I get it. We're small.
yeah, it could be that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I did just do this last weekend, man. I did a show with Kurt Metzger and Hans Kim. I know you guys were talking about, oh, where's Hans Kim at? Hell, I just seen him and he murdered, bro.
Yeah.
So I think he did pretty damn good.
I like Hans Kim.
Me too.
Yeah, I think he's
I
good.
feel like the light is pretty bright on me. Maybe I can. Yeah, that feels better. Whew. I was like, where were you on January 6th?
He's talking to you, Shane Lucas. Yeah.
No, but I've been crushing it at the scene, and I've been getting more opportunity. I did the Best of Vulcan show last weekend, and that was pretty awesome. They hit me up and asked me to come back. And then on Saturday night, they asked me if I'd like to become a regular and do that show on the regular. So that's just one promotion there at the Vulcan. But the fact that they like me so much, hey, I'm down with that. I can put a little hard work and grease and elbow grease and sum it up with some laughters. But it's got me fired up on, like, I don't want to be doing the same set there every weekend. And I want to be able to have a good, a good 10-minute set, and then like 3 of those that I can switch it up and mix up.
Yeah, for sure.
So
but you're also out there with you're mingling with bigger names now too. So
for sure, man. And recently Jason Vest gave me some great advice, which I've been really thinking about. And he saw one of my sets there at the Vulcan, and he just said that, man, you understand how to tell a joke. He's like, now you need to allow the joke to tell itself. Like, you got to just tell the story and then let the funny come out of it. So that's good advice. I appreciated it.
I love him for his storytelling, man.
Oh man, he kills it. He says the most craziest shit. I've been watching this shit. I saw him the other day. I said, hey, what's up, Mayor of Venezuela? Or Governor?
Yeah.
What up, Governor? I was messing with him. He's funny as hell, man. He's just a little bitty guy too. I mean, but he's nice as hell, cool as shit. I really appreciate for what he's doing on his content and stuff like that, and to take time out of his day to say, yo, I watched your set. And I think you're doing good, but you could work on this, and you could, and it was like in the most kindest way possible. So I really appreciated that. I was excited. And I mean, fucking hey, bro. I just did a show with Kurt Metzger, and he was on JRE like the next Monday or whatever it was.
I didn't know that until you told me.
Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Dude, that would have been crazy if he was on the episode where you went a little crazy, if you know what I mean.
Oh, no. That's at a different place.
I know, but if he was on that and then he mentioned it on JRE, like, you know what this motherfucker was doing?
Yeah, hopefully it don't get mentioned. Let's not mention it here.
Nah, I'm not.
Some of these things, man, you gotta have been there. They just gotta know. I'm telling you, it was fucking hilarious, though, dude. It was a
I'm
big
not mentioning
moment.
anything, and I have respect.
We didn't say nothing last week, right?
No, we said something on the Discord privately.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh shit. I forgot about this.
Yeah,
I didn't forget about it, but
no. But
let's just say I made a really big, huge. Some might say the biggest impression.
Okay. For those that know.
Hey, don't test me though. I'll do it.
Some were saying it was like a little soft though, like.
It was totally soft, dude. It was totally soft. I pulled my dick out on stage, people. Okay, well, just go ahead and say it. You heard it here first. Yeah, I did. And look, it was not my intentions. It was not what I personally ever thought I would do. I thought I was raised better than that. Turns out, nope. And I think any man that was in my position would have done the same. Because I was going on stage, the room was empty. I went and grabbed like 16 beautiful women, like 4 different groups, even some lesbians. Okay, so there's a whole mixtures of all types of women's. I'm just saying, like, you got to get all the women's. You know, there was even the trans woman, so that counts. You know, Juanita was there. So,
Right.
anyways, halfway through my set, somehow it comes out that they say I should pull my dick out. Now, I am a gentleman, and I would not typically do that. But I'm also a comedian who is willing to press the boundaries. And I'm an entertainer, and when a room full of 16 women are screaming, "Do it, you pussy!" I feel obligated. And I asked anybody in there if they were going to be offended. And I'll be honest, in the moment, I was in the back seat as when comedians talk about this, you know, like you're so locked in that it feels like someone else is driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like that up until the moment I pulled my dick out.
And you're like, I'm driving.
Yeah, commit. You got to commit. But, you know, look, dude, it's been a long winter. It's been a harsh winter, you know, so I was trying to see if we could see its shadow. If we'd have 6 more weeks of winter.
6 more weeks of Juanita.
So, anyways, I do my joke. The room went crazy, by the way. It was very popular. You know, it's embarrassing, okay? It's a very vulnerable thing. But to end it, and every man should be proud of this, because, you know, just when you get a good idea, dude, you just bing. I'm trying to figure out how to exit the stage after I've already pulled my dick out halfway through, you know? And goddamn, I know my mom's watching too, dude. That's what's so crazy.
This whole time I'm thinking of your mom, bro.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. That's gay, dude. Don't say that. That's awful.
You know.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, I've told my family, you're not going to like this next part. So I'm getting off stage and I'm like, you know, that was a great set tonight. And I did something extremely vulnerable. And most men wouldn't have the fucking balls to do that. But because you ladies asked me, I fucking came through and I did this. And I think that I actually deserve to see a good set of titties. Any volunteers? And I got to see 4 sets.
Damn right.
So it worked out. Must have been somewhat impressive.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, that was a wild time in this week of comedy. I don't think I'll do the dick pulling out thing again. I'm glad to say that you hear about comics talking. This is something that's anybody that's in the comedian world at some point, somebody's pulled some private part out. It's just, you're doing it, you know, you haven't made fun of anything else. Yeah, I haven't done that before. That was pretty,
Yeah.
you know.
Usually it's women's tits, but hey.
Oh yeah, all the time. All the time. It's BS. And dude, it wasn't my idea. I'm just the one that said I'll do it. Don't say that to me.
Yeah.
And it was like 90% of my my time that night was just all off the top of my dome. I did make a joke about if someone comes out here and says, who pulled their dick out? I said, we're all in agreement. We're going to say it's Juanita.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. But it changed the vibe of the room. I mean, it's a bunch of adults, first off. Let's get this straight. It's a bunch of adults in the back of a bar. You're seeing a wild, crazy comedy show.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it got crazy, dude. Other comedians were coming in. They're like, damn, dude, what's going on in here? They could just feel it in the room, like, you know, because my dick was hard. No, I'm joking.
Nah.
It wasn't. It was so soft, dude. It was like a baby dick. It was like, I swear to God, it's a grower.
That's an accomplishment. If you could have a hard dick on stage, That'd be a tough
Nah,
spot.
dude. Hell no, dude.
My
It got
dick would be shriveling up a little bit.
dude, the second I was saying it, it was getting smaller. It was like, oh hell
I was like,
no.
oh,
No.
I'm out in the public.
I'm like, I'm like, come on, dude.
Oh man.
And I'm free. I free ball. I don't wear underwear.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. People think that's so weird or gross, but I'm like,
Yeah.
why? It's covered.
Yeah.
It's covered.
Yeah, I don't
When it's cold outside, you wear a long sleeve shirt. It's covered.
Yeah. I do wear thermal long johns in the winter.
Yeah. I like that. Now, if I'm working in like some fields or something, oh, I gotta have something because a swamp ass ain't no fun. Swamp ass is the worst, bro.
Now I never wear fucking underwear.
Well, you ain't ever worked in the fucking South, bro.
I never worked in the South, but I did. I've worked construction my whole life. I did concrete at one point.
Dude. I'm telling you, the fucking humidity, it'll be like 99 degrees. It'll be like 87, 88% humidity. That's a fucking sauna, dude. Your fucking ass, your whole body, every breath you take is heavy, dude.
Yeah. Just feels like you're drinking a sip of water.
A sip of salty ball water, dude.
Yeah. AK said, I'm not shaking his hand after that set.
Yeah. Hey, I got one of them's number. Well, I got their Instagram. I got their Instagrams.
He's got Juanita's number.
Nah, this girl had a great set, dude. She did us all a service. See, you know how awesome that is, dude. I don't get paid. I don't get shit, dude. I don't get no dates, no nothing. I didn't even have to drive to the titty bar, dude. Just titties right there. They were a great set. All the comics were like, damn. It was like I ran an Andrew Tate class on those people.
I mean, it's pretty even. Great set for a great set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then another comic got up and he showed his balls, which was pretty funny.
Bill Rhodes just showed up as soon as you started talking about dick and balls. Love that guy.
Oh, Bill Rhodes is one of my other also favorites.
Yeah. Great, genuine, solid dude. Welcome, Bill.
Oh, yeah. He's a big guy, too, man.
Oh, yeah, I could tell.
He's like pretty thick. He's got a big old jolly heart, but he's pretty. I'd hate to piss him off, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, Bill said, it was my set. Don't let him lie.
I mean,
his,
I don't know.
His set of titties.
I don't know, Fender. You know we're your friends, but we will make you fight him.
Yeah, right?
Hey, let's not kick that fucking hornet's nest of fucking problems.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna play the song.
Oh no, come on, play the song. Come on, it's funny. Hey, you know what? I do want to say this. What the fuck's up with the motherfucker creeping? Y'all didn't see the video of me dancing at the thing, and then everybody want to talk shit. But you know what, motherfuckers? I'm gonna say this. Oh, my bad. You didn't have the good old time I was having. I had the best fucking time. I had the best fucking seat, dressed in all white. Like fuck you. Like it got under my skin for a little bit, but then I realized, you know what? No, I was having a good time.
Yeah.
I hope that they could have a good time like me. And if you can't, well, sucks to suck, because I'm gonna keep having a good time.
Well, Travis and I have been with you at an arena event while you were wearing the all white, and we've seen you partying, dude. You know, I'm just like chilling, bobbing my head, doing my thing. You and Gary were like, I hate to say grinding on each other, but
whoa, we were not grinding on each other. We were dancing next to each other. You just made it totally gay.
Sorry, that was Bill Rhodes' set. My bad. I got it mixed up. Yeah, but no, you guys were dancing your ass off, having a great fucking time.
One thing I'll tell you, this is like people come up to me all the time and they're like even with the New Year's, they're like, "Oh, is that you on New Year's in the all white?" Like, "Oh, we seen you up there dancing." And like every arena show, they say that. Like, "Oh man, we seen you up there vibing."
Yeah.
And like, you know what? You may not see me get on stage that night, but you know I was there, and you know I was ready, and you know I had the energy, and then I'm coming to entertain and have fun.
Yeah.
So, and it's a whole, I mean, motherfucker, I was in jail, you know, like I was looking around the apartment today. I'm like, bro, this shit is looking really nice, dude. My shit is coming. I got like a freaking war room in here right now.
With your
It's,
manifestation boards and your fucking mandalas, dude. You're like a 17-year-old white girl, dude.
hey,
Sorry, I didn't mean to rain on your parade. I just had to make a joke.
yeah, no, look, dude, I got a little, let me see. I got all my little knickknacks and shit up.
I like how it has the middle finger up.
Oh yeah, fuck them. Haters gonna hate. Fuck them. Look, the dog balls, the infamous dog balls.
He's got his dog's balls on the table. Dude, he's never cracked it open and smelled it. I was like, I bet you that shit smells like dog balls. God, he had some big old testes, dude.
He did.
That's his
Very good.
dog's testicles, everybody. For everybody who doesn't know.
Yeah, it used to be the weirdest thing I kept in my refrigerator. Big old spearhead. Bunch of weird shit.
Yeah, man. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, me too. That was a gift for my birthday from one of my friends one year.
It's the coolest dick-shaped thing I've ever seen.
Hmm. Very phallic.
Little gnomes.
That little cat is creepy, dude.
That's a raccoon, bro.
Oh.
I don't know. I just collect this shit, dude. This is something I just found, and I'm like, yep, need it.
What is that thing with
Gotta
a
have it.
tuba?
A headless tuba player?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My grandfather carved these.
An atom bomb?
No, it's a candle holder.
Oh.
Hold on, let me turn this back around. But yeah, no, it's like the room does look sick though. Fucking, I got the
Fuck yeah.
whiteboards. I got whiteboards for days. No blackboards though. Sorry, folks.
Well, after that, you can't hang any whiteboard or blackboards in your apartment. So.
Yeah, well. Oh well. I wish the kid best of luck. Meanwhile, you can catch me at the Vulcan on the bigger and better shows coming to you soon at any theater near you. My next focus is to be looking for opportunities on the road. Really trying to figure that out. I'd like to go on the road with maybe, you know, a person like Danny Martinello, Collin Sledge, one of those guys, like just to go see. Like, I know I can bring the heat, and I know I can crush
Well, you know that Colin and
Drew, but that's too soon. They already have their thing planned, so you have to talk about that way in advance.
yeah. Well, you talk about them for next time.
Yeah, we all. That's what I'm going to be looking at, though. I'm just at that point where it's like Gary went. He went back to Denver, so he traveled and did Oklahoma and stuff like that. And he was talking about how good he did. And I know that when we went and did San Antonio, and even in New Orleans, like different cities is just new opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's an actual comedy room or a club, man, the difference could be huge. And making a room full of 150 or 60, 60 to 150 people laugh is powerful. So I want to start doing stuff like that. And I'm getting there. The Vulcan shows are a great opportunity, and I'm super stoked to be on that. So
I think you are exactly where you need to be right now, dude.
hell yeah.
Yeah. I think all that's going to come very quickly in time. But I think right now where you are is like exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yeah. I'm chilling in it right now, dude. So
Cool.
I'm grateful for what I got, and I'm really proud of it. And every day I think to myself, hey, you fucking did it, dude. You're doing it.
Yeah.
We're really doing it, Harmon. So,
Yeah.
Travis, man, I love you. Great job tonight. You guys fucking kicked ass. Harmon, make sure you send me your address and send me that poster. I'm gonna send you your big joke book.
Yes, I will get on top of that. I've been
Yeah, let's.
slacking. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need it for my background.
Yes, absolutely. Travis needs it too.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. I love you guys.
All right, love you, bro.
Love you guys. CWG. Good night, everybody. Fuck bitches, get funny.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, on that note, that concludes the episode. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. If you won this week, congratulations. Thank you for being a part of that. If you didn't, let's just try again next week. Not a big deal. You know, there was a lot of good punchlines tonight. Thank you, Collin Sledge, for coming on, guys. Links in the description. Please give him a follow. That also helps out Comedy Writers Guild because, you know, he can go to all his friends and be like, hey, you know what? I got 20 new followers just for going on that podcast. So, you know, it means a lot to us to help us promote the comics. That's what we're here for. Go check out Higher Consciousness, Lower Standards podcast, especially this last episode with Travis on there. And Travis, you have anything you want to say?
Definitely go check out Higher Consciousness, Lower Standards. Check out the most recent episode if you want to see a big dumb loser. If you want to see a cool alien talking to Chad, check out some of the other episodes. You might even see people you know. You might see Harmon. You might see Brian Lewis. You might see some other cool guys.
Yeah.
Also, be sure to head to your grocery store, pick up a case of Topo Chico, and pick up a case of Chat DMT, our new sponsor from Phil. I don't know what Chat DMT is, but I already know for a fact it's fucking sick. So get some of that too.
Yes. Be listening in more for Chat DMT, Comedy Writers Guild's newest and first. We'll always remember that, our first sponsor. Super excited about that. Can't wait to see how it goes and what it turns into.
Me too.
Yeah. And with that, we'd like to thank all of you again. Have a great week. We love you. And until next Thursday.
Peace.
Could you call them a bunch of cocksuckers for me?
They're all a bunch of cocksuckers, but they did a great job tonight.
That's right.
I love you,
You
brother.
did a great job. Love you, Joey.